What's going on, bottom line viewers? It's Mitch here, live. Week number 2, Sunday Night Football, the game of the week. Russell Wilson, the Seattle Seahawks, versus Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Cam Newton, Russell Wilson, they've played many times before, but they've never played while Cam Newton has been with or accompanied by Bill Belichick. So this is an interesting rivalry that does have more than one connection. We're talking about, and NBC has been pretty much showcasing that Super Bowl 49, the Malcolm Butler famous interception. Of course, Patriots, Seahawks have had some epic games in the past. This past decade has been 3 matchups that I can remember right off the top of my head that were fantastic. And of course, Cam Newton and the Panthers, when he was with Carolina, have played Seattle and in the playoffs multiple times, I believe 3 times, and in the regular season. So this is a great game. It's in Seattle, but there's no fans, so there's no 12th man to deal with for New England. My heart does go out to James White, who just lost his dad today. That's a terrible situation, and his mom is also in critical condition, so hopefully she is okay. Hopefully she makes a recovery. He will not be playing tonight, unfortunately, for the Patriots because of what's happened today with his family. He's taking care of that. So the Patriots, they're going to play for their brother tonight, play for James White, play for his family, and that's just a great guy. It's unfortunate that happens to such a great person, but 2020 has been pretty lousy. Hopefully we get a good positive part of 2020 tonight with this football game with the Patriots and the Seahawks. I've been looking forward to this matchup all week, basically since the schedule has come out, knowing that Patriots and Seahawks have had great games in the past. For much of the offseason, not necessarily knowing who the Patriot quarterback was going to be, but then hearing it was Cam Newton, it just adds another layer to this story, to this rivalry, and to this game. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the Patriots look in week 2 after a week 1 dominant performance over Miami, who actually Miami played pretty well today, versus Buffalo, who I also consider to be an AFC contender. So that's positive. While Seattle blew out Atlanta last week, who really should have beat the Cowboys today. So I think 2 pretty good teams that should be in the playoff conversation for their respective conferences. So good game, good coaching matchup, 2 of the best coaches, 2 of kind of the game-changing quarterbacks of their generation in Cam Newton and Russell Wilson. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoy the game. Hopefully you stick with me. Before we do get started here, the 1-0 Patriots, the 1-0 Seahawks, make sure you do Gronk spike that like button and subscribe to the Bottom Line View if you haven't already for weekly NFL live streams and daily NFL content. Also, comment your thoughts in the comment section live. Let me know how you feel about this game. Who do you have winning? Leave your predictions right out front right now. Who do you have winning? Patriots? Seahawks? Let me know in the comment section. It couldn't have been a better time, a better game for Sunday night this week, and I'm glad NBC showcased this game because NBC, of course, my favorite time of the day every Sunday is Sunday night. I think they have the best broadcast in the business across all platforms, all leagues, and I'm grateful that this is the game they chose to showcase, and this is the game I chose to showcase. So stick around, guys. Let's have some fun. Shout out to Nicholas. His Bears are 2-0. Connor says 2-0. Dean says, hi, guys. The Chiefs won my 3-team parlay. Seahawks in the under. Ooh, bro. Dean, I'm not going to be cheering for your parlay. I'm sorry. I'm not with you. Kareem says, I'm winning in fantasy. Well, that's good, Kareem. Good work. Hopefully I helped in some way. Daniel says, let's go Patriots. After seeing the Chargers game today, they might be a playoff contender. Interesting. Ultra says, Mitch, I'm depressed. Don't worry, Ultra. You'll be a lot more excited after today's game. Or hopefully tonight's game can excite you a little bit about NFL action. I am intrigued to see who you like, though. Like, who's your new team? Did you decide to go to New Orleans? Are you in Tampa? Are you a Patriots fan now? Let me know. Ultra, are you still an Atlanta Falcons fan after that disappointing loss? Hot Take says, hey, Mitch, what's going on, John? Hopefully you finish your assignment. Yeah, that's unfortunate news. James White is not playing, guys. James White is not playing. So just from a football perspective, how does that change the Patriots today? I do think Rex Burkhead is more involved as a pass catcher. I think we could see an unknown commodity like J.J. Taylor, who actually looked pretty good last week versus Miami. He's kind of a Dion Lewis-like type of player, so you could see him involved a little bit more. Of course, Damian Harris is still on IR, but Sony Michel is there as well to carry the football. Mr. Singh says, Mitch, my thoughts on the Cowboys comeback. Now, I did not see the entire game, but you guys saw me here live watching some of it, and I was just shocked that it happened overall. I was just like, whoa, what just happened? Like, I thought it was just going to end with the onside kick, but man, that was a well-executed onside kick by the Cowboys. Honestly, I don't think Atlanta really choked in terms of them not recovering the onside. I think it was just a really good execution, like a 1 in 100 execution of an onside kick. Because today, with today's rules, it's so hard to recover onside kicks. You have to be literally perfect. And Greg the Leg, that's why you sign a Greg the Leg, because of his execution, not only as a field goal kicker, but also in those key possessions, in those key moments throughout a season. Last year, it's as simple as this. With Jason Garrett at coach, and with whoever Bill or Maher or whoever they had kicker, they would have lost that game because they wouldn't have had that execution, and they might have missed a field goal or two, or they might have not made the key coaching decisions to get them back in that game. But I think that speaks to Mike McCarthy, and that speaks to their new special teams approach and the way they approach this season. It was lucky. It was fortunate. Atlanta definitely should have won that game 9 out of 10 times, but I think Dallas of the past would have lost that game. And that to me shows at least a little bit of growth from the Cowboys. That maybe that's Dak. Maybe that's the leadership. Maybe, I don't know what it is. But I do think that's positive for Cowboys fans to take away, because typically they lose those close games. Dean says, let's see what your boy Cam does. This is a nail biter. Pats are tough. Yes. Well, I'm intrigued to see what Cam does. I mean, a lot of people are saying they only won last week because they played Miami. But as you saw today, Miami isn't that bad. And especially versus the AFC East. So I do feel like this is a different challenge. Of course, Seattle's front is a lot better in terms of stopping the run. They're going to have at least a little bit more of an idea than Miami did in terms of what they're going to see today, because Miami really had no idea. And I'm intrigued to see what they can do, like what McDaniels and Cam can do and how they're going to build off of their approach from week one. Are we going to see things that they did in week one, but then another layer to it? Like maybe we'll see a screen off of a play they ran last week. And I really feel like that is going to be the fun of the Patriots offense as we continue throughout this entire season. Because teams are going to be preparing for certain things they do. But then within the game plan, while that team prepares for it, like while Seattle bites on a play they run, they're going to run the same concept, but in a different way off of it and be able to execute and get a big play off of it. So I'm very excited to see how New England kind of adds the layers as they continue to go throughout the season. And that's why I have confidence in New England this year after I saw their first game to say, okay, this team's got something. As long as they continue, and I do believe in this coaching staff to continue to layer on top of it, they're going to have success offensively this year. The defense is there. It's still there, even though they have lost pieces. They lost guys to opt-outs. They lost whatever in free agency. The secondary is so good. That is the key matchup of this game. The secondary of the Patriots versus the receivers of the Seahawks, specifically DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. I think what we're going to see here, and shout out to Ultra with the $4.99, who said, Mitch, what is it with Matt Ryan playing great but losing in heartbreaking fashion? I will say Matt Ryan, he had no chance today. That definitely was not Matt Ryan's fault today at all. You know, at least in that Super Bowl, you could say, hey, he made that fumble. You know, he took a sack when he shouldn't have, whatever. But in this game, Matt Ryan played fantastic. You cannot take anything away from Matt Ryan's performance. He was great. And that's just football. It's a team sport. There's 3 sides of the football. And back to my rant. Thank you, Ultra, again for the super chat. I think we're going to see Jonathan Jones and on Tyler Lockett with a double team for a majority of the game. And I think we're going to see Stephon Gilmore and DK Metcalf maybe at times one-on-one. Maybe we'll see J.C. Jackson and a safety over top at times as well. And maybe Gilmore on David Moore or somebody else just to take him out of the game. It will be interesting to see how Bill Belichick matches up and changes his scheme up. But I do expect their typical strong man-to-man coverage approach. And we'll see how Seattle is able to attack it. So here we go. The start of the game. Guys, before we do get this first snap, as Seattle starts with the football, and it's so weird to see the Seattle Stadium without fans in it. It is so strange. I've been there myself multiple times, and I just know how rowdy it gets. Like, so loud, so crazy. These fans are insane. But now it's empty. There are no fans there, and it just looks odd. But we're about to see how it goes without the fans. So, guys, make sure you do Gronk spike that like button before we get started. All right, so Russell Wilson starting under center, Chris Carson in the backfield, and we have a little bit of a formation change up right at the snap. Wilson drops back to throw. He throws over the middle, and that is number 89. That is Will Dissly for 9 yards to start the game. So that looked like zone coverage there from New England, and an easy 9-yard pickup. And that is going to be the key to Seattle. How well do they do on first and second down? How good is their play calling? Last week it was superb, and in the past it hasn't really been. So let's see if Schottenheimer can keep it up from what he had last week. So a little fake jet motion, handoff to Chris Carson. Carson's able to get the first down, only 3 yards on the carry, but gets the first down nonetheless. They also struggled to run the football last week versus Atlanta, which is kind of odd because Seattle is really good at running the ball typically. Connor says, can we acknowledge that Nick Gill Empire is going to have a better record than one of these teams? No. I don't think the Bears will have a better record than neither of these teams. So, first and 10 in the shotgun. Wilson throws, and it is intercepted and returned for a touchdown by the greatest free safety in the NFL. That is Devin McCourty. Devin McCourty with a pick 6, and that's an easy possession for the Patriots defense, as that was not Wilson's fault. Maybe not the greatest throw by Russ, but Patriots were there to react to the football, and right off the hands of the old man Gregory Olsen, and he's helping out his friend Cam as the Patriots start off the game with a pick 6, 6-0. Greg Olsen, nice hands from the old man. All right, so let's start that off. I got to wait for the extra point, though, especially with this sketchy Patriot kicking. So only with 13:39 in the first, we got 7-0 for the New England Patriots without Cam Newton even taking the field. That was an easy pick 6, too. He didn't even have to, outrun anybody. Those are the pick 6s you love to have right there. If you're a safety or a defender, you just get the ball, it pops up in the air, easy catch. Even though Julio probably would have dropped that. But that's opportunistic defense. Either way, Pete Carroll's talking to himself. I don't see him chewing on gum, though. Usually Pete Carroll's got his 8 pieces of gum in his mouth. So Cam looks a little happy. Look at him. He's smiling on the sidelines. Guys, Gronk spike that like button. If you're just joining the chat, we're just getting started. Patriots up 7-0. Minka's a good player, but he hasn't done it for 10 plus years. 13:39 left in the first. Kickoff and tackle. Decent return, but just short of where the touchback would take you at the 24-yard line. So, Patriots defense, you got John Simon, Dietrich Wise, Adam Butler, Lawrence Guy, and Chase Winovich, an underrated defensive line for New England. Chase Winovich being one of the young studs, Jawan Bentley at linebacker, who's going to see a majority of the snaps. They also do play Adrian Phillips at linebacker. He is noted as a safety, but you got D-Mac, Jason McCourty, Jonathan Jones, Stephon Gilmore, and J.C. Jackson. So Wilson hands it off, and decent yards. Chris Carson is a good runner in terms of the power game, and he's really good at keeping his legs just moving, and that's why he gets 7 yards on that carry. And if I'm New England, I said it in my preview, but I'm looking to stop the pass of Russell, and I'm looking to stop the big play. I'm making Russell Wilson and this kind of uncreative, lack of creativity passing game try to beat me, 5 yards at a time. I'm not allowing them to have big plays down the field. So 2nd and 3, a run for a first down by Chris Carson, and I think we are going to see more Chris Carson than we did a week ago. Who am I going for? Obviously the Patriots. I mean, I have the logos. I have the jacket. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Yes, Josh Allen played fantastic today again, but don't tell PFF that. All right, Wilson in the shotgun. We got a stack to the left. Yes, I love talking about the Patriots when I'm covering their game. That's correct. 1st and 10. Wilson checks it down to his back. And that is, who is that? Hyde. I was going to say it's Carson, but that's Hyde. And a good gain on the little flat to Hyde for about 7-8 yards. So Carlos Hyde was actually kind of involved. I know Seattle always kind of has 2 or 3 running backs involved in their game. And that's the case right now. Let's see if Carlos Hyde stays on the field. He does. So 2nd and 4, Carlos Hyde in the backfield. Motion from Disley. They got 2 tight ends on the field. Wilson, play action. Wilson scrambling, moving up in the pocket, and he's going to run. He slides for a first down as Adrian Phillips is there to gather him and stop him. You can't believe the Rams won. I can believe it for sure. Are you guys hearing the dings in the background, or does that not come through on the laptop? I'm not sure. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks at the 49-yard line, their own 49-yard line. So it's like one linebacker, handoff, and a stuff. That was interesting because the Patriots played more defensive linemen on that snap than they typically do. So they were expecting run, I'm assuming, there, and they were able to stuff it at the line. See, this is the thing about New England. Like, if they prepare for it, they're going to stop it, like, typically. You got to be really well coached, and you got to kind of surprise them. So 2nd and 8. I think Seattle does got to pass on first down. 2nd and 8. Upcoming for Wilson, 10:20 left in the first. Wilson throws. It's open. That's Tyler Lockett. Change of direction, and he gets the first down. Looks like zone coverage again. That's interesting. 1st and 10. This is a heavy man coverage defense. Typically, you don't play this much zone. Let's see. Okay, this was man. Never mind. It was just a well-designed play by Seattle. Handoff from to Carson. Carson bouncing it outside. Lockett with a good block, and he gets 7 yards on the carry, maybe 8. Flag on the play. That could be on Lockett, actually. Hey, Mitch, did you see Claypool this week? I did see Claypool this week. Claypool looking good with the big touchdown. Do I like Cam Newton? Of course. Like Cam Newton before New England, and now he's my quarterback, so I like him even more. So Tyler Lockett was the one with the flag. I actually thought it wasn't a bad block, but I guess it's a blindside block. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it was a high hit. I don't know. I don't love that. I think that's a solid block in the NFL. I guess it's a legal blindside block. I don't know. I'm not a blocking technician. I can't really tell you there. But 1st and 25, that's really significantly going to hurt this drive, though. So 1st and 25 for the Seahawks. They're going to go to the shotgun. Patriots kind of playing DBs as linebackers here. You got Jason McCourty, who's basically as a linebacker. Adrian Phillips, who's playing as outside linebacker. Wilson goes up top, throws. He's got a guy. And that is Tyler Lockett for 10, I want to say. Maybe 15. So 2nd down and 9, I think. So that was zone coverage for sure. Lockett just gets behind the backer, gets behind Jawan Bentley, finds the comfort in the zone, and Wilson hits him. 2nd and 9. Olsen motions from left to right. Wilson, under pressure, has to move up and scramble. He beats Jawan Bentley on the scramble, and he gets a big yardage to the 15-yard line of New England. If he's going to scramble, you got to wrap up there. You got to wrap up. You can't let him just beat you 101. I feel like Bentley's like, oh, I got him. Like, he's spying him here. Like, he's for sure spying him, and he just gets straight up beat. Like, I don't know what he was doing. That was just terrible. So, man-to-man coverage again. Looks pretty well covered. But Wilson, when you play a lot of man, you're able to scramble because that leaves rushing lanes open. And that's the thing with New England. You know, how are they going to be able to contain that for a long period of time? Wilson, looking for anyone open, dumps it down to Moore, and he gets about 7 yards. So 7:50 in the first quarter left, and we still haven't seen the New England offense yet. Herbert did look good today. Steve Belichick, the outside linebacker coach. They got all the Belichicks on this coaching staff. Russell Wilson hands it off, and Carson is able to stumble towards 3 yards. So that's going to make it 3rd and 1 at the 9 or 8 yard line. This drive has been over 6 minutes long and 10 plays long. Third and 1. Will the Seahawks run it or will they play action? That's pretty much all they do on 3rd and 1. So let's see what happens here. So Wilson's in empty. Never mind about that. And a timeout, I think called by Seattle. So Seattle takes their first timeout with 6:48 left in the first quarter. A big 3rd and 1 upcoming in New England's red zone. So after a pick 6 by Devin McCourty, the Seahawks have an opportunity to tie it up, make it a 7-7 game, and start over. Bill Belichick's definitely making adjustments with his old pad and paper. I love how New England, just use pad and paper. This is the way to get it done. That's like me. I got 3 pads of paper right here, bro. Right beside me. The QB draw. Somebody's calling for a QB draw. Guys, if you haven't already, Gronk spiked that like button. Bill Belichick is at 305 wins. He's chasing Don Shula. He needs 43 more wins to pass Don Shula as the winningest coach in NFL history. 3rd and 1 for the Hawks. Hawks have 4 receivers on the field. Hand off to Carson. He's able to get it, and he gets inside the 5 to the 3 yard line. 1st and goal for the Seahawks. Clock continues to run, and this continues to be a very long drive for Seattle. That was a good call, though. Seattle deciding to spread the Patriots out and run the ball. That's a smart call. I like that. 5 rushes, 24 yards for Chris Carson. So far, so good. Now, first and goal. This is where you got to tighten up if you're New England, and this is where Russell Wilson becomes magical here. At the goal line, handoff to Carson, and that is basically going nowhere. That might be a yard. So second and goal within the 5-yard line here. What's the call, guys? What do you think's going to happen? Pete Carroll looks gassed. Cam Newton, antsy. He wants to get on the field. Seahawks have 99 yards, and the Patriots have 0 right now. Apparently. Second and goal. Wilson. Looking. Wilson. Searching. Wilson. Throws. Wilson. Completes for a touchdown to Tyler Lockett in very tight coverage. And that's a beauty throw for Russell Wilson and a touchdown. So, the Patriots are able to get that pick 6, but the Seahawks come right down the field and score on a very long drive. Wilson improvising as always, and that was just a beauty throw. Jason McCourty on Tyler Lockett's not able to break up the ball. Yeah. Just a really nice throw. Nice catch and touchdown. So, 7-6, waiting for the extra point. It's 5:27 left in the first. Dogs are going nuts outside. Kick is up, and the kick is good with no fans in Seattle. It's so weird. So weird. All right. 7-7 it is. So, Cam Newton will get the football for the first time in this game with only 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Montgomery got injured. He came back, though, if I'm not mistaken, Nicholas. Not Myers made the kick. He made it. LGRW says Tennessee is winning the AFC South. This game is going to be to make it to the record books. This is going to be a back and forth game. James says, Mitch, the 2 pictures I sent you on Twitter 3 days ago. The jerseys you're talking about? They were cool jerseys, man. Cool jersey. Seattle did take 12 plays to score the touchdown. So, I mean, I don't know what you constitute as working hard. Party says, because he played and what? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the best D-line by a mile, Saquon. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Saquon is probably going to be out for the season. One of the best running backs in the NFL and one of the biggest stars, and going to hurt my fantasy team. I think I have him on one of my teams, maybe 2. It just hurts. Hurts fantasy owners. Hurts the NFL. Hurts NFL entertainment, man. All these players getting hurt. I mean, Nick Bosa got hurt today. Like, Jimmy G got hurt today. So many dudes got hurt. CMC got hurt today. I don't think it's serious, but he got hurt. So, the biased lion view. What's up, Levi? All right, we're about to see Cam Newton for the first time in this game, in his second game as a Patriot. Before we return to this game, guys, Gronk spike that like button. Helps out the channel, helps out this video, and helps more people see it. So they can keep up to date with this game. And have some fun in the chat. So we're back at CenturyLink Field. 5:27 left in the first, and the Patriots are about to get the ball. So, I don't even know who's returning the kick. Kickoff return. That's Kyle Duggar on the kickoff return, the rookie. And he gets it to the 27-yard line. So a little bit further than I think they need to start playing Duggar. I think they should have Duggar out there spying Wilson. That's just my opinion. Devin McCourty saying, we love you to James White. That's awesome. That's great to see. Devin McCourty's one of the best leaders in the NFL. That's for sure. So let's see this offense for the first time. Starting in the I formation. Now this is going to be interesting to see one of the teams that runs more base defense in the league than anyone else. That's the Seahawks. Versus a team that loves to run the ball. Cam Newton hands it off. Sony Michel did have a lane, but's not able to make a lot out of that. I think that's only 3 yards. But it did look like he had a hole to hit. And I think he was a little too hesitant on that. Fact or fiction? Niners signed Ziggy Ansah. I'm going to say fact. Yusef says he loves that celebration. I love it too. Thank you for the sub. 2nd and 7. 2 receivers on the field now for New England. No Edelman. 2nd and 7. Play action. Cam steps up. Cam throws to an open receiver. And that is Damiere Byrd, who I don't think caught a pass last week. But that is what you're going to look for from New England. A lot of running and a lot of play action. And I love Cam's composure in the pocket there. Not fazed by pressure at all. Just steps up. Great protection from Sony Michel. And completes that ball on the money for the first down. And that's the thing. Can Seattle play well in the back end? Because if they're able to play one-on-one, that's going to help them defend the run game. So a handoff to Sony Michel, who gets, I think, another 3, maybe 4 yards there. Tough running for Sony. It's never easy for Sony, it looks like. Patriots offense, Sony Michel. We're going to see Rex Burkhead more involved as the pass catcher. Julian Edelman, N'Keal Harry, Ryan Izzo at tight end. You might also see the rookies in there. Isaiah Wynn, Joe Thuney, David Andrews, Shaq Mason. Illuminor. Those 5 guys, one of the better offensive lines in football. Especially the guard position. 2nd and 7. 3:40 left in the first. Jamal Adams. Don't forget about him. He's in this game. He's calling the shots. Cam Newton. Looking. He escapes a sack. He runs. He throws it out of bounds, and that's a late hit. That looks like a late hit. I don't know if they're going to call that. I didn't see it on the screen, but it looked like he was going to get smashed. 3rd and 7. So, Harry might have been open there. He should have threw it to Harry, Cam, but I don't think Harry was looking. That looked like a late hit to me. I don't know. 3rd and 7. But Cam never gets those calls, so I don't expect it. Never has, never will. All right, 3rd and 7. Cam looking, Cam throws, and that's complete to the guy that everybody... Oh, no, I thought that was Harry. Damiere Byrd for the first down, and Cam's feeling it. 3 minutes left in the first. Damiere Byrd looking better than Philip Dorsett thus far. But yeah, Byrd can use that speed and that quickness to get open. Todd says, let's go Pats. Split back set for New England here. Handoff to Michel up the middle. Michel gets good yards this time. And that will make 2nd and manageable. So for the Seahawks defensive line, it's an unproven, unknown unit. LJ Collier, Jerron Reed, Poona Ford. You got Bruce Irvin, Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright, who Bruce Irvin's more of a defensive end than a linebacker. They also have their rookie, Jordan Brooks. Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs, Quentin Dunbar, Shaq Griffin. That's one of the better secondaries Seattle's had in a long time. They didn't look very good last week, but they're not playing Atlanta. Handoff to Sony again. And that's maybe a yard. And Sony is pissed at his right tackle for not opening up that hole. So Sony gets off. And in comes in probably Rex Burkhead. KJ Wright was able to make the stop there. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, Illuminor just missed the block. He was lazy on that play. 3rd and 4 upcoming. Josh McDaniels, what does he have here on 3rd and 4? I was going to say that everybody hates N'Keal Harry. That's what I was going to say. 3rd and 4. Cam, hands off to Rex on a read option, and that is stuffed. They didn't bite at all. So New England's going to rather have a 4th down to go for it here or a long field goal. Let's see what they do. And it looks like their offense is going to stay on the field based on that play call. And I think they're going to stay on the field. They would have liked to probably gotten a few more yards there, but... So 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. 4th and 3, and this is empty for Cam Newton. Trying to spread everybody out. Rex Burkhead called back to the backfield. This is definitely zone coverage. 5 seconds remaining in the play clock. Cam snaps. Cam holds. Cam play action. Cam to Harry, who catches it and gets absolutely destroyed. Helmet to helmet. And Harry is mouthing off Jamal Adams, who is trying to kill everybody on the football field tonight. So, 49 seconds left in the first quarter. That's a first down, but not only a first down, but also 15 yards to add on top of that. That's just that's not exactly a clean shot. That's pretty dirty. That's the second time that's happened in this game. So Harry, just a nice post slant kind of route. Yeah, great catch by Harry. Collinsworth brings that up. Oh, that was Diggs, not Adams, sorry. That was Diggs. My bad. But I don't know if it was Diggs or Adams who he was mouthing off to, but that's definitely helmet to helmet, so that's going to be quite a few yards. And you simply can't do that in today's NFL. That's concussion, man. And I'm assuming that they're going to take Harry off the field to see if he has a concussion. At least I would. So Rob says that might be an ejection. That would be a big loss if it was. I don't think it will be because I've seen worse, but I don't know. Okay, he's been disqualified. Good call, Rob. Rob, you're right. Good call. So Quandre Diggs is out of the game. He's been disqualified for the helmet-to-helmet hit. It certainly was helmet to helmet. I mean, there's no debate about that. And it's a dirty hit. But I get it too. I mean, when you're a safety, it's 4th down. You're trying to make a play. Like, you just got to go lower. And that also hurts offensive players because what if you get hit in the knee and you get an ACL? So, I mean, but it is N'Keal Harry. The guy's like 6'10". So, like, you could hit him a little bit lower than you did. I think that comes down to just in the heat of the moment trying to hit a guy, but now that's going to cause some backups, and that's the thing with Seattle. They're not very deep in anywhere on their defense. So we'll see how that works out at safety for them. Handoff to Mr. Sony. He gets a couple yards on the ground, making it 2nd and goal. Yeah, Bus. No, he didn't. GSP says he's out of here. That was similar to the Quan Alexander hit last year, says Rob. Cam's now in the empty with 5 seconds remaining in the first. Will they get the snap off here or will they take it? Looks like they'll take it in the second quarter. And they will. So, second quarter for the Patriots and Seahawks. Patriots on their first offensive drive. Remember, they scored on a pick 6. Are in position to score on Seattle. So this is an interesting start. Interesting game early on. As both offenses have moved the ball. Both offenses have found success here in different ways. Seattle passing. New England running. Or really New England passing too. Just kind of more unconventionally. Get me my water here. So if you guys are enjoying Gronk, spike that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the Bottom Line View for weekly NFL live streams. I think next week is going to be Chiefs and Ravens. That's probably going to be the live stream. I'm just calling it now. Scott says he hates the Pats. And Lit Squad says, here we go, Seattle. So it's quarter number 2, 7-7. Quandre Diggs has been ejected, the free safety, starting free safety from Seattle. Out of there. Todd says he bets the score will be 28-21 Pats. Daniel says Seahawks have no depth on the defensive side. Scott says Cam's going to blow up at some point. GSP, Seattle winning the game for sure. Tyree says that was a good call, bro. Scott says I love the Pats. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. You hate the Pats, but you got a Tom Brady picture. Do you hate the Pats because you were a Pats fan who was a Brady fan? Or do you hate the Pats because you like to troll them with a Brady picture? Like, I'm kind of confused a little bit. Kevin says, fire Fat Patricia. Bus says N'Keal Harry was going to drop the ball, but the hit pushed the ball back in his hands. Yeah, okay, whatever, Bus. I know you have the Patriots going 6-10, but... Turtle says Claypool would have tried to body catch it and drop it. Why is Bus a mod, says Turtle. Yes, that was a great catch. Hopefully that will help N'Keal Harry in the eyes of Patriots fans, because I already know that Patriots fans aren't the highest on N'Keal Harry, but give the kid a chance. Give the kid a chance, man. Eric says, do you think the Giants should pick up Freeman off of free agency? They definitely do need some sort of help, because I don't think only Dion Lewis is going to be able to get it done, but he can certainly contribute. Cam runs, Cam scrambles, and Cam gets in for a touchdown. Oh, they're not going to call a touchdown. What? Really? Cam thinks he's in, so he's going to go celebrate. Even though they're calling him back to the 1-yard line. This is classic Cam, man. I think he's definitely in, though, but we'll have to see. Maybe he's just so big that it looks like he got in, but he really didn't. So Cam, nice run, though. I think he's in. Let's see. He's in. His arm goes down, which is in the end zone. I don't know about that. I'd challenge that, bro. I'd challenge that. Just run him right up the middle again. How's that not a touchdown? I don't know about all that, man. Anyways, 3rd and goal. Cam's going to run, and Cam gets in regardless. It looks so easy, man. It's just like he strolls. So now he's going to celebrate. Superman. 12 plays, 72 yards, 6. It looks so easy. Like he's just like, okay, I'm just going to walk in the end zone here. Like, okay. Cam. You got to love that. I've never had a quarterback that's able to do that. Hot Take says, I hope the Hawks make the stop now. Newton's got to chill. Turtle says that's so hard to stop. As Turtle knows, knowing from Taysom Hill. That's why I think the Saints got to do more Taysom Hill. Don't you think? Scott says, where are the Buccaneer fans? Celebrating their win. Olsen can screw off today, says John. Extra point is up, and the extra point is good from Mr. Nick Folk. So it is 14-7 for the Patriots. Brokey knows. Scott said, damn, I love Cam. Brady had to go. Wow. That's harsh. Wow, I'm a potato says 2-time celebrations even better. Yeah, Cam is big. I think he's like 6'6". Okay, James, I'll show the pictures. I think it was only one, though. I think it was only one. Let me see. So, Brady also tweeted about James White. I'll read that off at halftime for you guys. I got to find this tweet, James. So he sent me 2 pics. One was the front of the Brady jersey. So it's a Brady white jersey. Hopefully you guys can see that. My phone looks a little greasy. And then the back's the cool part. It has GOAT on the back, number 12. So obviously that doesn't stand for Brady. It stands for James. It's a pretty cool jersey. I like it. Timeless piece, as I said. Yeah, how could you not love Cam's workouts, man? The guy's a machine. Kevin Durant strives to be that in his ladder workouts out in his backyard. Yeah, Scott, I mean, that's pretty wild. I got both of them, too. That's the funny part. When I saw that, I was like, that makes sense. I bought both of them, so. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Nano Burger? What's up? Everybody say hi to Ryan. Ryan's getting his butt kicked probably in fantasy this week. Hot Take says, Mitch, what were the 2 databases you used? I used the one that she recommended from Michigan. Forgot what it was called. I gave you one of them. And then the second one, I used one of them that Mr. Jacob gave me. Jacob put 2 in the chat, so you could probably use one of those. Yeah, 300 gallons of water a day. That's how you go about it. Yeah, I called Durant Jerry Judy on the ladders. Looking pretty good out there. 13:59 left in the first half. Chelsea sucks. Nice. You think Russ will do enough to beat the Patriots? He's going to get the ball the second time here. Or the third time, I should say. Oh, big return, but a great play by Jake Bailey with the tackle. So Travis Homer is able to get a long kick return that sets up Russell Wilson with pretty good field position. I want to say around the 50-yard line. I wouldn't consider Seattle my home team. I know I'm from BC, but I've never really been a Seahawks fan. I think the only time I was really into the Seahawks was probably when I was younger, when they had Hasselback and stuff. I didn't mind them back then, but I've never really been a Seahawk guy. I think it's mostly because everyone else is, so it makes me not a Seahawks fan. 1st and 10. So they're going to start at the 43-yard line. Wilson looking to throw. Wilson checks it down to Hyde, and the Seahawks are getting really good yardage on those check down plays, and that guy is going crazy on the sidelines, dude. Man, Seahawks are pumped every play they get. Kyle Duggar on the field. That's nice to see. Pete Carroll is challenging something, but he wasn't able to get it. So 2nd and 1. Patriots need to clamp down on those check down throws. 2nd and 1. Wilson, handoff. That is Hyde. And Hyde just barely gets the first down. So 1st down. And now they're already in good field position thanks to Mr. Homer on the kick return. Duggar would have hit stick Claypool, says Turtle. Man, Bus hates the Patriots, eh? Just hates them. Where are the Eagles fans at? Yeah, all the Eagles fans in my comment section, bro. I love them, but I also hate them because they're always in my comments telling me how wrong I am. False start. 1st and 15 upcoming for Seattle. 5-yard penalty on Mr. Shell, who is their right tackle. Number 72. And it is interesting. I think McDaniels, Brian Schottenheimer is up in the booth and McDaniels is on the sidelines. I think McDaniels is a lot more intertwined with his quarterback and especially Cam going over the plays. Well, I feel like Schottenheimer is more of just the play caller and offensive coordinator, and they have another quarterback coach that kind of talks to Wilson. So that's just a difference between the two teams and how they operate. Wilson throws 1st and 14 to Metcalf, gets his first reception of the game. And that is 5 yards on the catch. So 2nd down and 9, I think, upcoming, something like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how much Metcalf is involved. That was a little short pass. And again, the Patriots going with a little bit more zone coverage here. So 2nd and 7. Motion hide into the shotgun next to Wilson. And another false start, I think. You can't have those false starts at home with no fans. Like, that's just terrible. Second and 12, I think, upcoming. Metcalf's a freak, though. Bus is crazy. Brokey says Wentz is rusty AF, but we'll still win in that division. 2nd and 12, handoff to Hyde. Hyde beats Bentley around the edge. Hyde gets pretty good yardage. Bro, Bentley. Come on, man. It's pretty nice to have a 1,000-yard back as your backup, though. I'm not going to lie. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. So 11 minutes left in the first half. Seahawks on their 3rd possession. Carlos Hyde still in the backfield. No Chris Carson, I don't think, on this drive yet. So this is a big play here for Wilson. And I assume if they don't get this, they'll go for it. But we'll see. Lockett motions from left to right. Wilson looking to throw. Wilson looking to escape, but he gets sacked. That's Kyle Duggar, and that's Chase Winovich. A great stunt up front from the Patriots. Winovich all over Wilson. Wilson was trying to go for his patented spin move, but not able to get it there. Just instant pressure. I mean, Wilson kind of had no chance. Yeah, nobody, Winovich came in basically unblocked. He just threw Hyde to the side and sacked Wilson. So this is probably going to force a punt unless they do go for it, but it would give the Patriots really good field. I don't know what Wilson was doing there. He was squatting. That was hilarious. Fair catch by the Patriots. I think that's Bird who caught it. So New England's going to get the ball back with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Yeah, Winovich is just too strong for Carlos Hyde. That's understandable. Defensive end versus a running back. What's up, Michael? Glad you're back. GSP said rest in peace to Carlos Hyde. Dak definitely has played better than Wentz. There's absolutely no discussion about that. Bill Belichick's the greatest coach ever. Good comment. I like that comment. Guys, if you like that comment, make sure you do Gronk spike that like button. All right. We're still in the second quarter here, but already a lot has gone down. It's interesting to see how New England's kind of adjusted to Seattle's attack, and we'll see how Seattle adjusts to New England, Cam Newton's attack. I think a lot of what has got it done for New England is that play action for Cam Newton, and so far Cam has been accurate. For Seattle, just Russell Wilson kind of improvising, as we know, to try and find those receivers has been good for them. But a big sack by New England. So that might be the difference. If both of these offenses are clicking and they're both kind of on, which defense can stand up in the red zone, which one can make a play on 3rd down. That's kind of what's going to dictate this game, honestly. Especially when the lack of preseason, the lack of training camp. These defenses aren't going to be overly complex. You're not going to see crazy stuff going on to get pressure or anything like that. It's kind of basics, and it's just who executes better in their area of expertise. Turtle says Cowboys going 12-4. Dallas defense has issues, says Rob. That's for sure. Eagles 8-8, says Turtle. I think the Cowboys will be the best team in the division. I'm not worried, but I'm concerned about the Eagles for sure. I think that's the kind of game for the Cowboys that when you win it, it really inspires your team. It really helps your team because you kind of get a boost from it. Those kind of close wins like that, that's really going to inspire the team and buy in. What did Dak make history doing? What did he do? I'm not sure what he did. What did he do? So there are some Seahawks fans in attendance. I guess is like they did some draw or something. So 1st and 10, I formation with the fullback in the game for Cam. Cam pitches it to Sony Michel, and Michel goes down for about 1 yard. So far, Seahawks have played well versus the run, and now their backup free safety is injured. That's the guy, Blair, who came in for Diggs. That would be a huge injury because I honestly have no idea who their third string free safety is. Like, I don't know. And if I don't know, I don't think anyone knows. I'm just going to be honest. I think Belichick is the greatest coach ever, but I hate the Patriots. Nice. What's up, Red? What's going on, man? Red, who are you cheering for? Are you cheering for New England or are you cheering for Seattle? Yusef says run blocking has not been great. So far, they've kind of outnumbered the Patriots up front. So I'm surprised we haven't seen more kind of quarterback runs from Cam so far in this game. Maybe they're kind of saving that. Or we haven't really seen any like misdirection either, like any handoffs to receivers. We haven't even seen a screen yet. So that's kind of interesting. Opium, I remember you. You're on every live stream. I know you're just doing that to joke around, but Opium is one of the top BLV live streamers in the game right now. The top of the game right now. Red says Pats all day. I'm with you, Red. I'm with you, man. Go Pats, beat the feathers off the Sea Chickens. 49ers fan here, says Andrew. Andrew, what do you think about your team's injuries today? You think they're going to survive? Also, Cardinals 2-0. Brokey says they need to fire Jim Schwartz now and hire an OC. Yeah, Jim Schwartz kind of been rough, especially considering the talent they've added to that. I haven't really watched the Eagles as much as I wanted to. What's happened to the Eagles that you think has been the disaster for them? Brokey, let me know. I'm curious because, I mean, when you look at the team on paper, they're not as bad as they've played. Rob says Howie Roseman needs to start feeling some heat in Philly. He was considered I think he still is considered one of the better personnel guys. So that's a good take. Interesting take. Bus, you need to restate your poem, bro. C-Note says we play in trash cans for the next couple of weeks. I think the Niners will be fine. Who do you guys play? You're a Saints fan. Skip work for the Pats. I love it. 2nd and 9. Cam to throw. Cam almost intercepted with a, I don't want to say missed time, but maybe inaccurate pass to Demir Bird, or just maybe really well played by the Seahawks. That's Quentin Dunbar reading that out route. That was a similar play to what we saw Tom Brady was picked off versus the Saints. So Dunbar kind of just it's bad throw. I would say it was bad throw by Cam. Kind of inside and high by Cam. Those are dangerous on those out routes. So 3rd and 9. Big 3rd and 9 here for New England. Can they convert? They're in a pure passing situation. And of course they don't pass. Cam Newton runs. And Cam Newton gets 8. So I think they're going to punt here. Of course, New England doesn't pass on a pure passing situation. 4th and 1 upcoming. Usually Belichick punts these. Oh, Blair got messed up. Yeah, Ultra's been quiet. I don't know where Ultra went. Maybe he doesn't want to get the heat of the chat. Punt is away by Jake Bailey. Bailey sends a roller to the 30, to the 25, and it stops at the 25. Nice punt by Bailey. Bailey is probably one of the more consistent punters in the NFL. So the Seahawks will start at the 25, their own 25-yard line. Still the second quarter. Seahawks make their first stop of the game right after the Patriots make their first stop. Bus with his poem says, the Pats are so bad, they make Pat fans sad. Most of the players disgust me as many Pats players end up in custody. Bus the poet. Mitch, read this. All right, thanks, Bus, for that lame poem that you just brought us here live in the chat. I appreciate it. Andrew says, the Lakers are up 16 over Denver right now. What a joke of a conference final, if you ask me. Someone needs to watch Ultra 24/7. Definitely. Consecutive defensive stops, says Kevin. What's up, Kevin? I haven't seen you. No. Sorry, little white rooster. I cannot do that. Or is it Rose? I don't know. Ultra is feeling like a 12-year-old girl after a breakup, says Bus is just trying to absolutely kill everybody's spirits today. 49ers might miss the off, says Durkant. I wouldn't be surprised given their injuries. Danny says, Bus, the Pats are a good team. They have a good coach. The Lions are Garbo. Lions fans, are you in here right now? Guys, Gronk spiked that like button. Let's try to get 100. Let's try to get to 100 before halftime. If you guys don't already know, you can see the full Week 2 NFL recap, the extended edition on the bottom line. That's on Patreon. Subscribe $3 a month to Patreon. I thank you to who are all the people that are already subscribed. You can get the extended edition of the bottom line, which is a review of every game every week. You can get some best bets every week and other exclusive content there on the Bottom Line View Patreon. Also, guys, go follow the Bottom Line View on Instagram. It's just the Bottom Line View. We're starting it back up. We have exclusive content on Instagram as well that you will not find here on YouTube. First and 10, 8:48 left in the second quarter. Wilson throws outside to Lockett. Lockett gets a few yards. J.C. Jackson spotted. It's the first time I've seen him all game. I don't think Gilmore's been thrown at yet, to be honest with you. Gilmore last year was the first cornerback to win the Defensive Player of the Year since 2009 when Charles Woodson won it for the Packers. 8:25 left in the second. Second and 3. Hyde next to Wilson. Wilson throws a slant to Metcalf, and that is the first time they targeted Gilmore. Gilmore a little bit on off coverage there. See, it seems like the Patriots are playing a very conservative coverage. Like, very backed off. Like, none of their corners are up, pressing at all. So, good slant by Metcalf, able to beat Gilmore there. First down. So, Wilson and the Seahawks got it at the 45. Hand off to Carson. Carson is going nowhere. Maybe a yard there for Carson. Again, Carson's a really good guy at getting like an extra yard when it's not necessarily there. Getting that extra yard, just turning his legs. Clock continues to run to the end of the first half. 14-7 Patriots. Pick 6 to start the game by Devin McCourty. Wilson right now is 10 for 11. He has a touchdown and an interception. He also has 2 rushes for 27 yards. Wilson has been very, very, very efficient all year long in the first 2 games. Second and 8. A little motion from Carson. Wilson looking deep. Wilson throws. He's got a guy. And that is caught. and DK Metcalf goes in for the touchdown. That is exactly what I didn't want New England to give up, was the big play. And Gilmore was not able to get there in time. Let's see what happened here. So Metcalf and Gilmore. Gilmore tracking him. And Metcalf just outruns him and makes, oh, nice throw. Oh my God, man. He placed it right in the basket. That's pretty good coverage too. And he placed it right in his hands. And Metcalf's just too strong. Gilmore wasn't able to dislodge that ball from Metcalf's hands. So that's not what you want to give up if you're New England. And Gilmore not liking that one. And Wilson took a shot to deliver the blow. Oh my God. That was a perfect pass. Absolutely a perfect pass. You got to give credit to Wilson there. So it's 14-14. Update the score real quick. Axel says Gilmore chat. Now everyone's trolling Gilmore in this chat. Ramsey's better. He is the number one corner. But that was just a beautiful pass. Gilmore's hand was right there and the ball still got in. This is perfect, man. Scott says Wilson will run out of gas way before Cam. We'll see. That's going to be an interesting finish. 14-14 tie game right now. New England's got to come back down and score. Yeah, I predicted the Seahawks to win the NFC West, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I think they will. But the Cardinals are coming, man. And I wouldn't count out the 49ers just yet. Byron Jones. Didn't Byron Jones get mossed today? Or give up 400 yards? Yes, and Gilmore deserves to be there. Claypool has caught every target, while Callaway is better off working at a supermarket. What is Buzz talking about, man? Kevin says Wilson does throw a beautiful deep ball. That was not bold. That was a dirty hit. You Seahawks fans and your perception. All right. 6:57 left in the first half. Who got injured? Yeah, that was just the case of Wilson throwing a perfect pass, Metcalf getting a step on Gilmore, and then when Gilmore was there to take the ball away, when he tried to get his hands, Metcalf was just too strong. So here comes a return from little J.J. Taylor, number 42. He gets it to the 21-yard line. But Wilson is the best deep ball passer in the NFL. There's no doubt about it. He's better than Mahomes. He's better than Watson. I'd take Wilson there. So let's see if Cam can respond. That was the first touchdown Gilmore has allowed as the nearest defender since 2018. Cam fires, and that's incomplete to Bird. Looking for the PI call, but it's not there. So 6:48 left in the half. Gilmore and Devin looking at the tape. I love how it's Gilmore and McCourty looking at the tape, and there's no coach. It is just Gilmore and McCourty. I think that's the only Belichick's they got it. All right, 2nd and 10. Bunch set to the right. Motion from Edelman. Play action. Throw to the flat for Edelman. Edelman breaks a tackle. And Edelman gets 9 or maybe 10, maybe the first down, but I don't quite think so. I think that's going to be 3rd and 1. That's the first catch for Edelman this game. In the first week and this week, he's been managed. I mean, he hasn't played every snap like he did last year, which is very interesting. Because last week, he really didn't play every snap. He played all the crucial snaps. 3rd and 2. Maybe they're trying to manage him a little bit more like they did kind of like Troy Brown at the end of his career. 3rd and 2 for the Pats. Cam with 4 receivers on the field. Cam looking, throws to Burkhead. That's complete for a first down. He's the 40. He's the 45. He's at the 47, and he goes out of bounds. Rex Burkhead, everyone points to James White, but Burkhead is a great receiver as well. He's just a very good, he's a good football player. He's never going to get the fantasy recognition, but in terms of execution, he's really good. And he also plays on special teams, so he's kind of valuable in that way. So here we go. Cam Newton looking to throw now a little bit more on this drive. Harry and Edelman are the receivers out there. Cam fakes to Edelman. Cam fakes to the back and throws to Burkhead. A lot of room for Burkhead. He gets to the 32-yard line of the Seahawks. And the Pats are driving once again with a little McDaniels magic. A-Rod is also a great deep ball thrower. Slick. Very true. I will give you that. Who'll be winning the Super Bowl in Tampa? Didn't I answer that question earlier? 1st and 10. Play action from Cam. He escapes a sack. He's looking to throw. He does to Burkhead. It's incomplete, out of bounds, and that's probably better because that would have been a loss of yards. So pressure on Cam forces a incomplete pass. Or a completion out of bounds, I should say. Second and 10. Cam hands off. And that is 1 or 2 yards. 3rd and long upcoming for New England. Around the 30-yard line of Seattle. 14-14. Buses sauce. All right, 4:30 left in the first half. Belichick with his mask on, only kind of halfway, watching his new quarterback operate. Cam in the empty. They love to do this. A pitch to Burkhead, but that goes nowhere. Poor blocking by New England. Creative design, but nothing there to be had. Maybe a little bit too creative for their own right. So they're going to look to probably kick a long field goal here. Amadi, who I think is their 4th string safety, or their 4th safety, I should say. They tried a little pitch jet sweep to Burkhead, but it didn't work out. So this is a long field goal attempt from Nick Folk from 51. This is a big kick from Nick Folk. Let's see if he can get it. Nick Folk kicks, and it's no good. Again, I don't understand why you're kicking with Nick Folk from 51 yards, but classic. So New England gives up good field position, and Seattle will get the ball back. I would have just went for it. I mean, you saw him miss that kind of kick last week. Like, he's pretty much money from, like, inside 45, but anywhere, like, past the 50, just go for it. Like, just go for it. That's what I would do. And Yusuf says we need a new kicker. Who else are you going to get? I mean, he's solid within 45. But anywhere over 50, I mean, the guy's kind of struggled thus far this season. So I'm not surprised that he missed that. The funny thing is, Gostkowski, like, with Gostkowski, I would have been surprised. Like, usually that's for sure. You take those for granted, like 50-yard field goals. But now with Nick Folk, it's like, yeah, kind of expected that. Kind of expected that. So, Seattle will get the ball looking to go into halftime with a lead. New England does get the ball after halftime. Sean says Ravens-Packers Super Bowl. I just got a text saying, can somebody tell Belichick that his mask is upside down? What do you want me to read? Dak has looked like an MVP while Wentz has thrown a pick or three. Dak recent comeback was the ultimate dream. Wentz can't even beat the football team. Now that is a poem. What happened with the kicker we drafted? I think he's on the practice squad. He got outplayed by Folk. So, yeah. Danny Studios returning the favor to Bus Boy. Bus is sus. He says he is the poet, but when his team plays, they always throw it. You say I'm irrelevant, but you're here for the wrong team. Your Steelers are trash, and you don't have themes. I don't know. I don't know about that poem. A little stretching there on the rhymes. You're not exactly, Jay-Z or anything like that. Julian says, Eagles last NFC team to win a Super Bowl. That's true. I think that is true. 1st and 10. Wilson looking for anyone. He then checks it down to his back to Carson, and Carson gets a few yards. And Kyle Duggar is playing a little bit more with the tackle there. So they're showing off all the Patriots that are no longer on the team. Danny Shelton, Patrick Chung, Deron Harmon, Dante Hightower, who's opted out. Patrick Chung, who also opted out. There are one of 3 teams to lose 6+ defenders. That's interesting. Carson avoids a tackle. Gilmore then steps up from the cornerback spot to tackle, along with Brandon Copeland, who's playing a lot more this week than he did a week ago. So 3rd down. Brandon Copeland's a decent add to this team, I think. 3rd and 1. How do you guys like the new Pats unis, by the way? 3rd and 1. Yeah, Thor's on the field. Third and 1, motion from left to right. Wilson throws. It's complete. That is Moore for the 1st down. Great catch by Moore. Kind of scraping it off the ground. That was a very hard catch. I agree with Collinsworth. Good play call, too. I like the play call. I think Schottenheimer's been better this year from what I've seen. His play calls are better. Seahawks bench goes crazy over every play. I know, right? You've noticed that too? Wow, that's very specific. Luke is a font coordinator here. He says the Pats uniform needs bigger logo on the front. Am I impressed by the Patriots? Not really. I don't think they're playing their best. I don't think their defense is playing their best. But, I mean, I'm happy that it's tied right now. I think they could be playing better. Not a fan of the stripes on the shoulder pads. I like them. They're kind of like a mix between the old ones and the new ones, or the former ones. Yeah, Bears stink. Rob says Patriots should bring back Pat Patriot. They have Pat Patriot, but not the jerseys. But yeah, those were my favorite jerseys. And I don't know about the logo, though. I like the new logo more. GSP says Chicago loses next week to Atlanta. If Atlanta can somehow get up to play that game after that atrocious effort in the second half, then maybe. Who's my favorite team? Can you not tell who my favorite team is? I'm not muted. Is Cam Newton playing better than you expected, or is he underwhelming? He's playing about as well as I expected. He's playing well. He's not, I don't think he's playing phenomenal. They've only had, 2 drives? 3? 3, I guess, right? Yeah, he's played pretty well. I expected him to be running more, though. He hasn't really been running a lot. I think he's only had 2 or 3 runs this game. Chase says, go Hawks. That's what I think of that. Guys, before halftime, we're at 87 likes. Let's get to 100, guys. Gronk spiked that like button. Danny says they should have the helmet be all black with the Patriot logo on the side with it outlined in white. I wish I could picture that, but I can't. I think that's false start by Greg Olsen. That's the 4th false start by Seattle. And it's, by the way, it's a 2-minute warning, guys. I'm going to say the Heat. All right. 1st and 15 for Wilson in the empty. He's calling his back. Both these teams do that quite often, indicating coverage. It looks like man-to-man for New England. Quick jump off the edge by Winovich. Wilson goes up top, and that's incomplete to Metcalf. Gilmore was defending there. That was just kind of a weird play. 2nd and 15. I have a feeling Gilmore is going to get an interception. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. Not this play, but in this game. Because he was all over that double move. So 2nd and 15. 1:56 left in the half. Gilmore follows Metcalf. 2nd and 15. Wilson looking deep. Wilson still scrambling. Wilson's probably going to have to run here. He throws. Was he not past the line of scrimmage? Yeah, okay, he was. I was like, what? There's no way. That was like Madden when you're trying to throw the ball. This is not a revenge game. It's been 6 years since that game, guys. The revenge game was 2016. Yeah, Wilson was 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. Five-yard penalty, a loss of down for Wilson. That's not a smart play by Mr. Russ. Should have just scrambled, bro. Should have just scrambled like I told you. Scramble and take a seat. That Viking on... Scott's obsessed with Chase Winovich, I think. Or his hair, one or the other. 3rd and 19 for Wilson, but you can never count out Russell Wilson on 3rd and 19. If I'm the Patriots, I all-out blitz. I all-out blitz on 3rd and 19 here. But we'll see what they do. Maybe they play all coverage. I'm just scared of Wilson improvising here. So they do blitz. It doesn't get there. Wilson throws, and it's incomplete. I think somebody tripped in the middle of the field. Wilson's looking for a flag. Okay, there is a flag. That was very late. Automatic first down. Wow. Jonathan Jones, a holding call for 5 yards gives him. I hate that, dude. They need to change that. They can't give up an automatic first down. That's a terrible flag. Let's see what happened here. But it looked like Tyler Lockett was hurt, so we'll have to keep you updated on that. Belichick's not happy. Okay, 1:38 left in the half. 1st and 10 for Wilson. Hands off. And there's a big gain, but a flag coming in, so that's probably holding, but we'll have to wait and see. Brandon Shell's now hurt for Seattle, so like everyone's getting hurt on Seattle. Lockett hasn't really done that much. He's got like 3 catches. Holding for Wheeler. So that's another 10 yards back. So that's going to make it 1st and 20. 1:31 left in the first half. Holding on Derek. That was, let's see how this went down. So Brown sealed Rivers. Was that on Brown? That was on Brown on Rivers, I guess. They said Wheeler on the screen, but I guess that was wrong. So 1st and 15. Seahawks are on their own 45-yard line. Looks like all man-to-man across the board for New England. Lots of guys at the line of scrimmage. There's pressure, and that's a sack on Russ. That is Calhoun. Another no-name for New England. Played a few snaps last year. Kind of rotation guy last year, getting a bigger role this year as a pass rusher. Comes through with a big sack for the Patriots. So this is going to be a long down for Seattle here. Really good pass rush, though. That was only a 4-man rush, but he just straight up beat his guy. 2nd and 26. Wilson takes sacks. He holds onto the ball for a long time. So when you hold on to the ball for a long time, when you improvise, you're going to take sacks. But that was just a straight up, this guy just got straight up beat. So nice run by Mr. Homer, I think. And that's, 8 yards. So it's going to be like 3rd and long. Let's see who called a timeout here. I think somebody called a timeout. I'm not sure who it was. Where's Monty at, man? Crow, in my opinion, J.J. Watt never got hurt. He'd be the top 2 defensive players currently. Interesting. How did Aaron Donald play today? Dick LeBeau is way cooler than the hoodie, says Marcus. Crow's more of a basketball guy, he's saying. Mr. Monty. Turtle said, come back. There's actually a basketball chat in the Discord. It's not just all NFL. We talk about everything. 33 seconds left in the first half. 3rd and 16. This is a big down for both. Wilson could get his team in field goal range, and the Patriots could get themselves off the field and the ball back in the hands of their quarterback. Wilson looking deep, and that is just overthrown. Gilmore on the coverage on Metcalf, and that's incomplete. So 28 seconds left in the first half, and that is going to take the Seahawks off the field. Punt upcoming, and Patriots will have 28 seconds, 3 timeouts. Not sure they'll do anything with it, but we'll see. Gilmore doesn't play man-on-man on an island versus DK Metcalf. Or sorry, Ramsey doesn't. So, great punt by Seattle, which goes to the 2-yard line. So New England's probably just going to run the ball and go to halftime. They do get the ball at halftime, so that's probably the right call. So far for the quarterbacks, 7 for 11 for Cam, 85 yards, 87 rating. Wilson has the big rating, the big throw to DK Metcalf, and another nice touchdown throw to Tyler Lockett. Cam has a rushing touchdown in the game. And that one pick six that tipped off the hands of Greg Olsen, pretty much mostly Greg Olsen's fault. Wasn't the greatest pass by Russ, but probably shouldn't have been a pick six. So Cam under center. QB sneaks it up the middle just to get out of their own end here. Seattle might try to call a timeout. Seattle is going to take a timeout, so 14 seconds remaining in the first half, and this will probably be the last play of the first half. They'll likely just call the same play, but we'll have to see. Where can I watch the game? NBC. Asi is in the game. Yeah. All right, so Pats are going to quarterback kneel here. And they do, and they'll head to halftime. It's 14-14. Close game, tie game. I think really good coaching, and we're going to see some good adjustments after halftime. I'm specifically intrigued to see what Belichick does on the defensive side of the football. Seahawks were able to get that one big play to DK Metcalf, which is what I said they can't let up. And, I mean, other than that, I've been pretty, happy about how the Patriots have played. A lot of injuries this week, man. So many injuries. Like offense, defense, everywhere on the field. Ultra, what's up, bro? Everybody's been missing you in the chat. Thank you for smashing that like button. Dean says, thanks for your time today. Great show. Right on, Mitch. Thank you, Dean, for joining. Youssef said he's all right going in tied. Could have been worse, and we get the ball. Yep. I think the defense definitely played well at the end of the half there. So that's good. Pass rush is getting in a little bit more, which is key. They need that pass rush to get in there. I'm surprised, though, we haven't seen, I really like that sequence of plays that they had in order to get to the field goal attempt where they did the, they had some reverses, runs, screens. I want to see more of that from New England. I think that's effective for them. I haven't seen enough of that. AJ Green is top 3. He says, hey, just wanted to say hi and love the Discord. Thank you, AJ Green, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate the $2. Guys, if you do want to donate, do want a super chat, there is that money sign at the bottom of the chat. You could click on that and contribute to the Bottom Line View, contribute to the channel, and keep this running every week. I'd appreciate that. Or you can subscribe to Patreon to donate $3 a month and get exclusive content. So at least you're paying for something there. But thank you. Do I think I'll commentate the NBA Finals? No. I need one more like, guys. I wanted to get to 100 likes at halftime. Levi says, hey, what's up? Who would watch this over the real game, says Nolan. Let's see. 119 people. I think most people in here are watching the game and this at the same time because they just enjoy both commentaries. Or they like having fun in the chat, man. So I'm going to unzip this real quick. I need a little break. Little air. Ultra's trying to bandwagon all of Mitch's teams. That's funny. Yes. Thank you guys for the 100 likes at halftime. Let's try to get to 200 by the end of the game. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Some new people in the chat. Love it. Go Pats. We got Go Pats in the chat. Miss Avery with the 2 thumbs up. We got, in my opinion, one of the most underappreciated players in the league is Scary Terry. My opinion, a top 10 receiver. If he had an average or above quarterback, he has showed his skills and impressed me. Yeah, he's definitely good. I don't know if he's top 10 yet. Maybe by the end of the season he can be, but he's definitely good. I mean, he's probably top 20. Considering he has really no options other than himself on the team that take away any sort of threat, he's a really good player. I mean, he's one of the most refined young receivers I've seen. I said that before the season, and that just continues to be true. He's a good route runner. He's got speed. He can catch jump balls. I mean, he's pretty much got every skill you want for an elite receiver. So that's true. Ultra says, my hate for the Saints is telling me to be a Bucs fan. Ultra, you could also be a Patriots fan if you like. Your 2 favorite players are on the Patriots, Cam Newton and Julian Edelman. Crow says, imagine the Cowboys offense with a real quarterback. Luke says, he's watching because it's not in Australia. Thank you for liking the video, Mr. Russell. Yeah, Evans looked good today. He looked healthy for the Bucs. It's going to be interesting to see. That's the thing about the Bucs that I'm really going to stress when I rant on the bottom line, which I recommend. You know, some people are saying that's already their favorite show on the channel, The Bottom Line, on Tuesdays, where I just basically rant about what happened this week. The Bucs, when you look at their schedule, they got such an easy schedule upcoming that they're going to be 5-1. Even if their offense continues to kind of play not as good as we think, it's not like they played terribly, but they won by 14 points. But their defense is very good. So you got the Broncos next week without Drew Lock. You got the Chargers, who look good this week, but I don't think they're that great. That might be a competitive game, though. The Bears, who I think stink still, Trubisky. And then really the next competitive game to me is the Packers. Maybe the Chargers is going to be good, but I think they should win that game. So I think the Bucs are going to be 5-1 going into that Packers game, and then we'll see what they're made of in that Packers game. And they should have continuity and chemistry by that time offensively. So that's interesting. If New England can win this game, it's 14-14 right now. If New England can win this game, I mean, they're looking pretty good. They play the Chiefs in 2 weeks. But that 49ers game is looking more and more winnable in week 7. And they still play the Jets twice, so those are 2 free wins. Sorry, bro. Sorry, Bus. Can't get them all right. Yeah, Saquon's out for the rest of the year. I know. It sucks. What's the deal with Sony? He's playing. He's just not been very effective. Should Saquon ask for a trade? No. All right. Let's just put halftime here. That's what I said. Look for a big Gilmore pick in the second half. I sold Busboy. Yeah, I did it on purpose. I told him the wrong player on purpose. No, I'm just kidding. I honestly think I changed my mind during that answer, too. When he asked me that question, I think I was like, Diggs, no Fuller, no Diggs. But I definitely knew Fuller was the tougher matchup. GSP says, Dak just put Atlanta to bed. Matt Ryan chose to choke instead. Ryan's time is soon to be done. Dak's great career has just begun. Wow, GSP is a poet. I don't necessarily agree with it, but he's a poet, man. I think they should use more Burkhead. But Jay says they should use more Taylor. So we'll see. Maybe they do. Maybe that's an adjustment. Great Pat Seahawks game, says Ken. So far, so good. Crow says Matt Barkley is greater than Saquon Barkley. No. Levi, I'd appreciate that if we could get 500 likes by the end of the video. That would be dope. Yo, support your man Levi and get 500 likes by the end of the video. So next week, what do you guys think? Chiefs Ravens as the stream? I think I'll just do one. I'm rather going to do that game or I'll do the night game. I think, is Packers Saints the night game? I might do that, but I don't know. We'll see. I think Chiefs Ravens might be the game of the year. Might be the game of the year. Ultra says Matt Ryan threw 4 touchdowns. Unfortunately, the rest of his team was down. Dak was mediocre mostly, then had a great fourth quarter, unfortunately. Nice, Ultra. Not bad. Is Ravens Chiefs Monday night? Singh wants Packers Saints. Opium wants Chiefs Ravens. Hot take, the 15-1 Panthers had a better offense than last year's Super Bowl champion Chiefs. Sean says, stream Packers or Saints next Sunday night. Typically, Sunday night games don't do me that well in terms of views because other channels are also streaming at the same time. So I do try to avoid them, but this one was just too good to pass up, so I decided to do it. Like, I actually prefer to do, like, during the day, or because they do typically get me better, like, ratings for the channel and subscribers and stuff, and that helps. I think the Chiefs and Ravens is the game of the week. I could do Sunday and Monday night. That might be a good idea. I was thinking of just chilling with the boys next weekend, watching the games during the day. Turtle says Philly Brown and Jericho Cotchery are better than the Chiefs. My favorite team for the NBA? Although it hasn't been the same since Kobe retired, so. Opium says stream a Rams game so you can see the best corner work. The best corner who plays 10 yards off every play, yeah. Nah, Ramsey's a good player. I'm just joking. Julio did not play well today. I agree. That drop he had was like the first time I've ever seen him drop a pass like that. Like probably the first time ever. That I remember at least. Where's Brady? Tampa, yep. Hasn't really mattered thus far in this season, but yeah. Ultra has decided. Is Ultra a Bucks fan? Ultra is a Bucks fan, guys. Go Bucks, says Ultra. He's all in. He's all in with the GOAT and the Bucks. Guys, give a like, give a Gronk Spike the like button for Ultra deciding to be a Bucks fan for this season. Patriots have 8 return touchdowns in the last 2 seasons. That's the most in the NFL. 7 last year, 1 this year, 1 in this game. So the Patriots will get the ball to start the half. This is a big drive for them. If they can go down and get, start the pace of the drive, start the pace of the half, get some sort of points, even if it's a field goal, that would be nice. Not enough Seahawks fans in here. They're all quiet. Very quiet. Belichick said Russell Wilson is tough. He's going to make his plays. We have to make ours too. Damn, Julio got shut down. All right, here we go. Cam Newton under center. This looks like a 2 tight end set. 2 receivers on the field. Cam play action. Cam's got a bit of time. He checks it down, but it gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be incomplete. He did have Sony open, but it was tipped by the defensive lineman. That is Collier, who was a first-round pick last year. So 2nd and 10 upcoming for New England. I do like the play action on first down, though. I'm a fan of that. Keep that up. More screens. More screens. McVay their asses. Just screen them every play. 2nd and 10. Cam looks, throws, and that was a weird, now it's 3rd and 10. That's a weird drop back by Cam. It's almost like he moved, it's almost like he turned the wrong way. I didn't like how Cam twisted around there. I thought that was awkward. So 3rd and 10, big 3rd and 10 here. First drive of the second half. Cam telling Rex to come in and block. This is a blitz from Seattle. Cam escapes the blitz. He throws for a first down to Julian Edelman. Great pocket presence from Cam Newton. Phenomenal. Cam just beast, bro. Jamal Adams, too, I think. Missed that tackle. Let me see. Yeah, he did. Jamal Adams, you suck! Anyways, first down, Patriots. Andy got hit after the play and no call. Again, because it's Cam Newton. He never gets that call. 1st and 10. Under center, fullback in the game. Cam, handoff to Michelle. Oh, he's got some yards this time. Michelle lowers his head. Lowers it. And gets 4 yards. Oh, you don't have cable? That sucks. You going cordless. So you're here for watching the game? Well, I appreciate you joining. GSP says, I don't know what he says. Crow says Cam Newton's fastest quarterback Patriots have ever had by a mile. Opium says Cam escape Prez, which is Jamal Adams. 2nd and 6. Fake toss. Cam looking to Edelman, who drops it. That probably would have went for a yard. I think he was about to get lit up. So I'll accept that drop from Edelman. He usually has 1 a game, so I'll just get rid of that one. We'll just take that one. I thought they were setting up a screen on the opposite side of the field. I don't know if you guys saw that too, but I'm actually surprised Cam has not run more. 3rd and 6. Another big 3rd down for Cam. Cam drops back. Cam throws. Cam completes. Another very accurate ball to Jacoby Myers. Great pass. Just an awesome throw. Wow. Look at that. Great throw. Conversion. Good job, Jacoby. All right. 3 receivers on the field for Cam. This looks like play action. 1st and 10. It is. Cam looking deep. Cam throwing. Cam's got Edelman. Edelman with the catch. That is to the 21-yard line of the Seahawks. He does not drop that one. Edelman smiles and jogs back to the huddle. Jules with the catch. Still superb versus that zone coverage. Great hands there. Hurry up to the line. They hand off to Burkhead. Burkhead getting some yards to the 18 of the Seahawks, maybe the 19. Hey, the passing game's really, really good off play action for Cam. Daniel says, here from Charlotte to support Cam. What's up, Daniel? Russell Wilson sipping his Gatorade on the sidelines. 2nd and 7. Cam, screen to Burkhead. It's open. It's free. To the 10. To the 5. Burkhead almost makes the guy miss, but he does get the first down. And now the Patriots are working here. They're at the 6-yard line of the Hawks. Are they going hurry up? 11:40 in the 3rd quarter. 1st and goal. Under center. Cam hands off to Burkhead. Burkhead gets 1 yard to the 9 of the Seahawks. Cam's been good on everything, but he's very good on play action. All right, 11 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Patriots have been driving. Patriots have not let go of this football on this first drive of the second half. Can they put it in the end zone? 2nd and goal. Cam looking for Burkhead. Throws over the middle to Jules and maybe just slightly behind him. Not quite. And Cam says, damn. I think Adams was right there to dislodge the football over the middle of the field. So 3rd and goal for New England. I'm surprised they didn't run with Cam. Throw to Edelman. Edelman probably should have caught that, but I think it was just a little mistimed. 3rd and goal. Cam looking to run. He does, but Adams is able to get him. If Adams does not get him there, he probably scores. Cam probably scores there if Adams does not get him from behind with the horseshoe tackle. Wow. He had to loop all the way around and track him down because I think Cam had a touchdown. He probably would have had a touchdown, but Adams got him. All right, are they kicking a field goal? Yes, they are. So Nick Folk is back out here. He has already missed one. Let's see if he can make this one. Nick Folk, it's up. And it is good. So now it's 17-14. Nick Folk converts his 2nd field goal attempt. And I still have it on half. There you go. $17-14. All right, yeah, he's definitely the best safety in the league. Crow says, Mitch, I think I might be wrong on my Lions prediction by them being one of the sneaky teams. Hey, I'm with you, man. I thought they were too. And I'm not going to rule them out quite yet. They're going to have a slow start here. They got some tough matchups, but they do have a soft part of the schedule where they could potentially sneak into the wild card race if they can get healthier, which is the key. Even today, I think they were up like 14-3 early in the game, and they just, like, their defense just was terrible. But I do think they need to move on from Matt Patricia. The guy has not done anything to help them at all. So that's how I feel. Ultra says Packers are moving up in his rankings. Should have been top 10 last week. Turtle says he hopes New England wins. I guess that would help the Saints in a way. I guess. Maybe in the long run, not right now. Tyree says, I thought we were supposed to be blown out in this game. Russell will blow us out, says Tyree. I never said that. Maybe you're listening to the wrong people. This is going to be tightly contested to the end. 17-14 New England. Who do I reckon wins? I don't know. I think New England. I mean, I picked Seattle, but I don't know. This next drive is pretty big. It's only week 2. Yeah, it's only week 2. A lot's got to yet happen in the NFL. Puddle says he can't wait to see the Bucks go to the Super Bowl. Mr. Monty says, notice how all these players leave New England in any sport and they get worse. Scott says Patriots will pick off Wilson. Ultra said, my Bucks had a rough day. They only won by 14 offensively, but I think we stopped CMC pretty well. Good job, Ultra. Conversion is going smoothly here. Durkant says, Ultra's a stupid bandwagoner. Meanwhile, Durkant has like 16 favorite teams. 10-12 left in the third quarter. Turtle's going to lose in week 9. 30-24. Jamal Adams saved a touchdown last drive. Luke says, win or lose, as long as you play hard, you have to be happy with that. I don't know about at the NFL level, but okay. First and 10. Chris Carson out wide to the left. Wilson, screen to Carson. Carson breaks a tackle, and he gets tackled by Adrian Phillips, who tackles him basically twice. He tackled him, and then he tackled him again. So that's 8 yards on the first play for the Seahawks of the second half. Or 9 yards, 2nd and 1. That's something that's consistently been there for Seattle, has been those flat dump-offs. I almost feel like that's kind of by design because New England's trying to take away the big play, except that one play where they got burnt for a touchdown. But we'll see. So 2nd and 1. Wilson, play action, looking to get outside the pocket. He almost got sacked, but he's able to scramble and get the first down. Oof. See, that's the thing about Wilson. He gambles that he'll break that sack because he clearly knows that's coming. It's rather you're going to get sacked there or you're going to break it and you're going to get a first down. That's a gamble by Russell Wilson that he's going to be able to break that sack. And you got to wrap up if you're New England. Lawrence Guy had the pressure there. He's got to wrap that up. So, the 37-yard line is Russ. One tight end in the game. Handoff to Carson. Carson runs into a wall of defenders, but he still is able to get a pretty okay gain there to make it 2nd and medium. Oh, look at Pete Carroll after getting fired by the Patriots. Look at him. That's probably the best thing that ever happened to him and New England, to be honest. Look at young Belichick. That was the weirdest thing today, watching Durkant give me the news on the Dolphin game as Chris Carson gets a first down, and he's now into New England territory on that run on 2nd down. Durkant was so funny to me this morning because, oh my God, there's a fight on the Seahawks sideline right now. I think it's Gilmore. And what the fuck is Metcalf doing, dude? Metcalf's holding Gilmore's face mask. They've been going at it all game, according to Collinsworth. I want to see what happened here. I can't really see what happened because you can't. There's just a bunch of Seahawks all over Gilmore. Metcalf was blocking Gilmore, and then Gilmore was throwing Metcalf out of bounds, and then the whole Seahawks team jumped on Gilmore. Durant was funny because he was like giving me like Miami doing something, but then saying something positive at the same time about the Bills. Like he'd be like, oh, Miami's driving, but the Bills defense looks really good. Or he'd be like, oh, what a play by the defense, but what a dot by Josh Allen. Like it was like, what are you like? Who are you cheering for in this game? So 2nd and short upcoming. Turtle thinks that Metcalf's got Gilmore flustered. 2nd and 3. Blitz from New England. Wilson going up top. No way he caught that. Did he actually catch that? They're saying that Moore caught this touchdown, but I have no idea how. And he's... Oh my God. Wow. What a catch by Moore. Holy crap, dude. Seahawks are so lucky on those plays. That was a nice catch. Seven minutes left in the third. So let's see if Myers, so it's under review, but Myers, I think it was a touchdown. So Myers is going to kick the extra point here. I got to wait for the extra point. I always wait for the extra point because I don't want to curse a team. That was crazy. Cashman says Seahawks are trash. Turtle says, what's better, Russell Wilson deep balls or Russell Gage deep balls? Well, seeing as how Russell Wilson's are completed and Russell Gage's are not. But then again, the receiver for Russell Wilson bails him out and Russell Gage's does not. Scott says, beautiful play. Wilson might break 400 tonight. What do we got? I thought there might have been a push-off, but... Because McCourty fell down, but it didn't look like that. So it's definitely going to be ruled a touchdown because he got both his feet in, and he got his second foot over the pylon. So I think I'm pretty sure it's a touchdown. I'm just waiting for the extra point. GSB says Seahawks going to win for sure. Monty says hot take: the cursed catch would have been top 2 best catches if they won the Super Bowl. I don't know if that's a hot take. Is Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer? It's debatable. It's debatable. I don't really know, to be honest. It depends, honestly, I don't know if you can say he is because he's like never won an MVP. I don't know if he's ever been first team All-Pro. He's never won a Super Bowl. Like he's been a very good quarterback for a lot of years, but I don't know. Then again, like you could say he was probably better than Eli, but Eli won those Super Bowls, so. So the play stands. It is an official touchdown by Moore. Incredible catch on the sidelines versus Jason McCourty. And the extra point is upcoming for Seattle. So New England will have to respond with a touchdown of their own here. Myers' kick is up, and it is good. So I'm going to update the score. There you go. 21-17. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. No, Edelman is not top 10. If his foot would have been an inch to the right, it would have been out of bounds. That's how crazy football is, man. Wilson took a hit, too. Cam Newton is probably fast for a quarterback. Why don't I show the game? Because I get copyrighted. So 7 minutes left in the third. 21-17 Seattle. Cam getting the ball back. That's 2 deep touchdowns by Seattle. Taylor's going to take it out of the end zone, and he is going to get greeted by the Seahawks at the 12-yard line. Or maybe the 17. I couldn't tell. The Seahawks celebrate every play. Even when they get a 1-yard carry, they're like jumping up and down and like fist pumping. It's hilarious. AC's chiming in on Twitter. Do you guys want to know what AC said? AC said, F the Seahawks, and he said the Pats are way more likable. 1st and 10. I form for Cam. Fullback in the game. Cam. Handoff. And again, a run that goes next to nowhere for... That is Taylor, though. Michelle, that wasn't Michelle. I want to see play action. I want to see screen on 1st down. It's more effective offense, in my opinion. 2nd and 11 upcoming. Poona Ford, which has one of the funniest names in the NFL, made the stop. Second and 11, Cam fakes. Cam throws. Edelman is wide open. He makes the grab and gets to the 32-yard line. That was really bad defense by Seattle, or just really well schemed by New England. Either way, Edelman got the 1st down. Edelman now has 4 catches for 67. Cam Newton in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Cam, play action, screen, misses the tackle. Harry breaks the tackle. Harry only gets 4 yards, but it was a good effort. So 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third. Fits at 4. Get out of here, bro. 2nd and 6. Cam throws to a wide open receiver, but something happened. Belichick is not happy. What's going on? Can you guys help me out here? Oh, injury. Flowers. So that's a timeout for the official? Man, what the heck? What are the refs doing, man? The ref's off his rocker, bro. Second and 6. So Patriots got their receivers in the game after one corner for the Hawks goes down. Scott says, pull my finger. Cam in the shotgun. 2 receivers stacked to the left, 1 to the right. Play action. Cam throws an out route delivered on time to Demir Bird for the 1st down. Cam looking good, throwing the football. Very silent, very cerebral here from Cameron Newton. 14 for 22 for 176 yards. Cam under center. Hurry up. Play action. Boot. Throw to Harry. Harry gets tackled. Great tackle from number 28. Harry's got to break a tackle, man. The guy's 6'5". He's got to break a tackle. Amadi, who came in the game for Quandre Diggs, who got booted out of the game because of a personal foul, made the tackle. 2nd and 8. Pats are playing hurry up here. Cam throws to the outside. It's intercepted. And they're going to rule Dunbar down. He timed the out route and he picked it off. There was one just like that early on in the game that could have been intercepted. And again, this time, I should say, the Seahawks capitalize on a poorly thrown ball by Cam. But I don't know, man. I wouldn't be throwing those out routes anymore because they just seem to be timing those up. Dunbar with the interception. So the Seahawks will take over. New England's defense needs to stand up here because if they don't, they're in trouble. Yeah, good play by Dunbar. Opium says, Megatron's greater than Fitz. Kant says, now we're having an all-time wide receiver battle in the chat. Ridley is a top 3 receiver of 2020. I mean, yeah, I guess statistically. He has played the 2 terrible secondaries. Nightfall says WTF. Yeah, he did have lots of off-season. I'm surprised Dunbar's even playing this season. Like, I was surprised. Like, when I did all my off-season videos, I thought he wasn't going to play the whole time. And then they're like, oh, he's good. He's going to play. Like, classic NFL. That's been like Josh Gordon every year, but Josh Gordon's hasn't been as significant as Dunbar's. Seattle now has the ball. Seattle just picked off Newton, so they got it. I want to say somewhere. I don't know whose 40-yard line it is. It might be New England's 40-yard line, but I want to say one of the 40-yard lines. I'll let you know when the game gets back on. But it's on commercial now. I'm not making NBA videos. Sorry. I barely watch the NBA. Nicholas says top 5 wide receivers. Whatever I had last year, it's still the same. I would say probably Hopkins right now is number 3. Yeah, number 3. Top 2 is the same. I mean, Thomas got hurt, but you expect the Seahawks performance? Yeah. I don't know. They're playing good. Kevin says Josh McDaniels needed to call a double move. Dunbar almost jumped the same route in the first half. Yeah, I know. I didn't like the play or the throw because they've been jumping those out routes. 1st and 10. Tackle by... Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Thorman? I think that's like their practice squad defensive tackle. Unless I was reading his name wrong. That was kind of a bad route, too, by Bird. So this is a bad play all around. So let's see if the Seahawks can make something out of it. So it was at... Now it's at the 50. So it's 2nd and 7 for Seattle at the 50. So this is manageable for New England's defense if they can get a stop here. No pressure here. Lockett underneath. Lockett gets a first down. They got to get more pressure on Wilson. They can't just let him sit back there and throw versus zone coverage. It's an easy first down. 3 minutes left in the third. Kevin says, got to get a defensive stop here. Yes, sir. Or at least force a field goal. 4-man front for New England here. 2 tight ends set for Seattle, 2 receivers. Wilson, hands off. Carson gets to the 30-yard line of New England and makes it 2nd and medium. 2nd and 5. Lawrence Guy is on the ground. I think that's Lawrence Guy. Can't see his number, but I think it is him. 2:57 left in the third, and Guy's down on the field. We'll have to see what happened. Next gen stats. Russell Wilson's 38-yard touchdown pass to David Moore had a completion probability of 6.3%. The lowest completion probability on a completed pass this season. Like, dude. The third lowest in the history of the metric. All right. This is an interesting drive. Your floor is 3-13. Yes. Crow says, y'all seen Jamal Murray's YouTube video with his girlfriend? I had to like it. No, I didn't see it. This man, Monty, is just talking about the NBA all night. Is my guy Newton's shoulder straight? Yeah, that's fine. Come on, Patriots, beat the Seahawks. Do the Niners a favor. We got that in the chat. Niners got to worry about their IR. GSP said that's your ceiling. Durkant says, daily reminder, I'm the GOAT. That is Cold Take. I think that should be on Cold Takes, Durkant. When's Cold Takes coming out? Episode 1 of Cold Takes, Durkant. Nicholas says, Mitch, we're going 10-6. You guys do have an easy schedule, so if you can keep beating bad teams, then you guys might make it there. Now they're showing all these players from... They're showing all these legends, I guess. They showed Will Fork, Deion Branch, Brady... Or that was just used from an old game. Like, I'm like, what is that? Bro. 2nd and 4. Patriots just had a fight. They did? 2nd and 4. Play action. Wilson getting outside the pocket. He's looking to run. He does. Nobody's there to tackle him. And he gets the first down at the 22-yard line of New England. New England's got to clamp down in this red zone, force a field goal here. Cam watching on the sidelines with his gum and his towel. The Chicago beat the Lions with their 9th string cornerback, like Turtle said. Wilson dropping back to throw. He goes to Lockett, who has wide open touchdown. I mean, like, where are Swain, whoever Swain is, for a wide open touchdown? I don't know what New England's defense was doing there at all. So that's a touchdown. And they execute off of that interception from Quinton Dunbar for the touchdown, the walk-in touchdown by Swain. So let's see what happened. So I guess J.C. Jackson was expecting help, but he didn't get it. I don't know. Or he just didn't track the guy? I'm confused. That looked a lot like Detroit Lions today when they were playing. So now it's going to be difficult for New England. They're going to have to make some plays on offense. 1 touchdown puts you back in the game, but you got to score pretty quickly here. That wasn't Lockett. That was Swain or Swaim or something. The guy was wide open. I don't know what New England was doing there. Yeah, I know. They look the same. kicking their asses. All right, let's update the score. 28-17. Kevin says Wilson has a touchdown pass to his 7th round pick and a 6th round pick. Jake said the Patriots are going to win. Well, they better start scoring because they got to come back now. Ken Trock says Hawks might be a problem next week. Who do they play next week? Yes, I updated the score. I was just waiting for the extra point. Please pray for James White. Yes, guys, pray for James White. He lost his father today, and his mom is critically injured. Julian says, how about them Seahawks? Ken says, NFC West is the best division. Packers destroyed the Lions. We got Go Patriots, says Aiden. So this drive's big for New England's offense here. They got to respond. I'm getting hot here. It's lights. These lights, man. All right, 2 minutes left in the third quarter. It is still the third quarter. Taylor brings it out to the 24-yard line, and the Patriots defense has not been playing very good today. They've let up a couple big plays that usually don't happen. Okay, so let's see what happened. So Lockett was in the backfield. So it confuses the Patriots. I mean, Schottenheimer's called a good game. I actually have been impressed with him. And Wilson's been executing it. So 28-17 Seattle. 1:55 left in the third. Cam in the shotgun. Cam looks. Cam throws deep. He's got Edelman! Edelman grabs it! Nicholas says he's not even top 30. He's worse than Larry Fitzgerald. I'd take that back. That's a big play by Cam Newton. A dot, as they say. And Edelman gets into big territory here. Or will they call that a catch? I think he had both hands underneath it. Yeah, that's a catch. So 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Cam motions Harry. Cam fakes. Cam play action. Cam down the middle. That is number 85, Ryan Izzo. And he gets to the 12-yard line. So the Patriots quickly are responding here. Turtle says Jules. Opium says Julian. Nicholas said Edelman didn't drop it. Yeah, okay, Nicholas. Fitzgerald can't even run a screen pass for 3 yards in the end zone. Cam, read option, which I've wanted to see more of. He gets 6 yards on the run. 45 seconds left in the third. If they can score a touchdown here, that's huge because then the game's back on. They're back where they started like one drive ago. 2nd and 4. Bubble screen to Harry. Harry runs. Harry gets the first down inside the... Oh, wow. They're not going to give him the first down? Okay. 3rd and 1, I guess. So 20 seconds remaining in the third. Are they going to get the last play off here on 3rd down before the third quarter goes? 15, 14, Edelman off the field. 13, 12, they're still in the huddle. 10, 9, 8, 7. Are they going to take this into the quarter? I think they have to. So they will. 4th quarter. 28-17. Who's winning the AFC South? Whoever I don't say. That's who's winning the AFC South. Allen Robinson got traded? Are you serious? To who? Who did he get traded to? Are you serious? I didn't see that. That was a terrible spot. They should challenge that. I thought he got the first down. Edelman has 5 catches for 116 yards, and we're entering the fourth quarter. Devin McCourty is the only player in the NFL with an interception in every season since 2010. It's an interesting stat. Kev Ol with the tweet. Julian Edelman's a Hall of Famer. Fact. David Lombardi, Seattle and New England playing a Big 12 game. He cost Mitch 2 picks today, says Nicholas. Ken Rock says Pat's scoring. Oh, you want to trade him? Why? He's like your best player. Other than Mac, he's like your best player. Him and Jackson and... I mean, offensively. Okay, let's just say offensively, he's your best player. Let's just say that, because he is. It's not Trubisky. I'm sorry. All right, 3rd and 1 with that bad spot, in my opinion. The Patriots are now in their heavy set with Cam in the shotgun. 3rd and 1, fullback motion. Cam gets the ball. Cam's running. Cam gets it. Is he in? No, he's at the 1-yard line, but he did get the first down. So now, with this unstoppable Cam package, the Patriots will get the ball at the 1-yard line for 4 attempts. So it's 28-17. First and goal for New England at the 1-yard line. 14 minutes. The fourth quarter just began, and I'll update that in a second. First and goal. Same package for New England. Heavy tight ends, heavy offensive line. Fullback in the game. Motions up. Cam gets it. Cam throws to a wide open fullback for the touchdown. That's Jakob Johnson. Cam Newton with the passing touchdown. That's awesome. That's a great play call. Dude, wide open. Okay, I got to wait for the extra point, as always, before I update the score. Daniel says, let's go. Yusef says, huge. KOG Nightfall says, touchdown. All right, Patriots are going to go for 2 here. Interesting. Turtle says, Pat's going to be hard to stop on the goal line. So this is a 2-point conversion from the 2-yard line. We'll see what they have here. Cam gets the football. Cam's going to run, but Cam gets stuffed. Interesting. I don't know if I would have called that from the 2-yard line. Wasn't good enough block. Poor blocking by New England. So Seattle's going to get the ball, and it's 28-23. Interesting that they did go for that. What do you guys think of that decision? So let's say they get 3, Seattle. They're still down by... They're down by 8, right? New England does typically get those 2 points. But Jamal Adams with the stop on the 2-point conversion. Yeah, great play by Adams, but not good enough blocking. Poor execution by New England. Adams is really good, man. He stopped the touchdown on one drive. He stopped a 2-point conversion here. 14-14 left in the fourth. 28-23, Seattle. Great game. We got a good one on Sunday night. Bailey kicks it off and kicks it deep. That's going to go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Seattle will get the ball at the 25. Joshua says the Pats can bounce back. Well, they're right in the game. One-score game. Russell Wilson prayed right before the game for Mr. Sweet Feet. So did J.J. Watt, Tom Brady as well. Everybody hoping for the best for James White on Twitter. First and 10 for Seattle. New England needs a stop. Holding, I think, on Seattle here. As Wilson completes a pass to Greg Olsen, but I do think it's coming back. New England sent a 5-man pressure, and Seattle was forced to hold, so that's going to make it 1st and 20. Yeah, holding Dietrich Wise. Yeah, that's a good call. It's kind of crazy how Wilson, doesn't even get phased at all. He doesn't even care that he might get sacked. 1st and 20 for Seattle. They are backed up on their own 15-yard line. Another blitz by New England, and they're able to still stop the run. Maybe Seattle was looking to catch him off guard, but it doesn't. So it's going to be 2nd and 19, I think. This would be a big stop for New England if they can get it. Cam Newton has his 40th career game with both a rushing and passing touchdown. That extends his NFL record, in case anyone wants to know. 2nd and 18, 13 minutes remaining in this football game. 4th quarter. Russell Wilson with Carson beside him. Greg Olsen at tight end. Tyler Lockett in the slot. Lockett motions across the field. Jonathan Jones follows him. Screen. But Wilson can't find anyone. He throws it up top, and he throws it out of bounds to make it 3rd and 18. Good coverage and good play by New England to... Oh, flag on the play. Who's this on? I don't think it's intentional grounding. I don't think. What do you guys think this penalty is? Oh, ineligible man downfield. Penalty is declined, though. So it's going to be 3rd down and long. 3rd and 18. This is a big down. Durkant says, if Mahomes struggles versus the Patriots, I declare Russell better than Mahomes. That's probably, Do I play Madden? Yeah. All right. Robert says, being a Falcons fan is bad for your health. 3rd and 18. Handoff. Ooh, conservative call by Seattle. I don't like it. Every time I'm giving the ball to Russ. Every time. Handoff to Homer, though, and that goes basically nowhere. So New England's going to get this ball back, and Cam Newton's going to get the ball back with his towel over his head. Belichick clapping up the D for getting the ball back. Let's see what the Patriots can do offensively. I mean, Russ and Mahomes are basically, oh my God, with Kyler is better. Get the F out of here, bro. 4th and 12. I thought you were saying, you guys were mad that he said Wilson over Mahomes. That's not a big deal. That was already debatable. So, Bird goes out of bounds at the 25. He was trying to set up some blocks. There's a flag on the play, though. I don't know what it's for. Maybe holding or 64-yard punt. That was a really good punt. Some sort of holding or like, I don't know. Half the distance to the goal holding on New England. So they're going to have it around, I think, the 12. I don't know. Not ideal. Not ideal. Kevin says, send Bird deep. All right, guys. We're only at 133 likes. Come on. Let's get up to at least 150. We got over 200 people in here. Let's Gronk spike that like button if you're enjoying the live stream. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Guitar Loving Teen says, what the F? I haven't watched a single game. I know that's BS. This is a big drive for Mr. Cameron Newton. Let's see if he can make something happen. Name the top 3 receivers in the league. Do you mean right now or do you mean like in my opinion? I guess, okay, so I think like it's different from this year and how they're performing like through 2 weeks and like actually. I think it's Julio. I think it's Michael Thomas. I think it's D-Hop. I moved Tyreek to 4 because I think D-Hop's been playing really well. So that's my top 3. My top, 10 kind of shifts around. Caden's been a Pats fan since he was 3. That's awesome. Remember Jerome Bettis? Yes, the bus. The Rats haven't lost yet? WTH, says Bodo. What's up, Bodo? Turtle says yes, because people watch football when they're 3. I'm sure Julio will bounce back. He played well the first week. Evan says, great analysis, great show. Thank you, Evan. Appreciate it. So I want to see more read option from the Pats. I want to see screens, okay? Continue the play action, though. I like in the play action. 1st and 10. Now they're showing Tom Brady because that's kind of like they have to whenever New England plays for some reason. So yeah. Mike Evans played well today too. Mike Evans is one of the best receivers in the league. Definitely. He was healthy this week. Chris Godwin was not, though. All right, Cam Newton. Who's your favorite rookie receiver? I like CD a lot. I also like what I'm seeing from Claypool. I'm not going to lie. Cam to Harry. That's incomplete. I don't think there's any flags on the play. So 2nd and 10. Yeah, who else? I like Judy, but he's kind of got off to a slow start. I like Ruggs. I think honestly CD has been the best so far. 2nd and 10. For the Pats inside their own 10. Cam under center. Come on, Cam. Come on, Cam. Come on, Cam. Hand off to Burkhead. And he goes nowhere. Why? Seahawks are doing a good job versus the run. Especially Poona Ford. He's playing well. 3rd and 10. Cam, 3rd and 10. Has some time. He's looking. He throws. It's complete. Big completion. Big first down. Big scramble play. That's Demir Bird for the first down. Wow. He's had a good game, Bird. I'm going to say he's had a good game. But Cam's been keeping plays alive. And this offensive line, man, fantastic blocking. Fantastic. These are two teams that don't have great pass rushers. Let's be honest. 1st and 10. 11 minutes remaining in the fourth. Seahawks have been doing a good job versus a run, but pass has been open. 1st and 10. Split backs. Cam, quick throw to Harry. Harry's got... Again gets tripped up. Dude, you're 6'5". Like, are you going to make one guy miss? Like, all game. Like, break one tackle. He gets 8 yards. I mean, good play. I like the throw. But you got to make something out of nothing sometimes, bro. Like, he has quick acceleration for a big man. I will say that. But 2nd and 2. 5 receptions for 30 yards for Harry. 2nd and 2. Bird motions inside. Cam looking to throw to Bird, and he does, and he breaks a tackle, and he goes backwards, though. Good defense by the Seahawks. Dunbar with the solid tackle, and that will make it 3rd and 4. So despite a well-timed screen by New England, Seattle's cornerbacks, they tackle very well, and they made a play there. The front 7 bought it, but the secondary did not. So 3rd and 4, big 3rd and 4 here. Cam calling the play. Let's go. 9:50 left in the game. Personnel, 5 DBs on the field, 3 receivers and 1 tight end for New England. Edelman motions from left to right. Cam, run, pitch to Burkhead, and that goes backwards. I don't know. I don't know about that. So they're going to have to punt. That's not good for New England. I think Cam should have just thrown it to Edelman here, and I think that might be what he's seeing. I don't know what he's frustrated about. Maybe he could have ran it. Jake Bailey with a booming punt back to the 15-yard line, but there's room for a return. Moore looks to make a return out of nothing. He does. He gets it to the 35. Seattle, nice return. Little hesitation there and good timing. I don't love that play though, by play call at that time. I would have just thrown it, personally. They've had success just throwing it. Yeah, but the Patriots definitely miss like a go-to receiver. If they had one, man, this offense would be like scary. But they don't. So Patriots defense needs to come up with another stop on this drive for Patriots fans, and Russell Wilson can clinch this if he goes down and scores. That pumped-in crowd noise is annoying. I thought the pumped-in crowd noise for the Charger-Chief game was actually very well done. I was impressed with it. How much time is left? I think like 6 or 7 minutes. Not sure. I think so. I could be wrong. I'll tell you when it's back from commercial. Pats D needs to make a play. I should commentate instead of Chris Collinsworth. Poor Chris Collinsworth, bro. Oh, there's 8:56, so more time than I thought. Thanks for that. All right. What do you guys think is going to happen? Yes, I'd like the Pats to trade for OBJ. BLV, this channel is dope. Thank you. Appreciate that. If you guys are enjoying this live stream, let's get up to 200 likes. Gronk, spike that like button if you're just joining. Hopefully you're enjoying this game and enjoying the commentary. Guys, I'm not interested in doing rankings right now. I spend all offseason doing that. I don't really want to do that right now. I'm sorry. I just don't. I'd rather just talk about the game. So Saints and Packers next Sunday night. That should be a good game. 2 legendary quarterbacks. Packers could give the Saints some issues. I kind of want to see the Saints here in week 2 without Michael Thomas because he might not be playing versus the Packers, which would be a significant loss. The way Aaron Rodgers is playing right now, he's tough to beat. Aaron Jones had a big game today versus Detroit, though. 1st and 10. For Seattle, they're in the empty. Greg Olsen motions to a stack. Patriots blitz, but it doesn't get there in time. Quick throw to Tyler Lockett for 9 yards. So 8:45 for those that are curious left in the game. Should wait for OBJ to be cut. Had a good game on Thursday, so I don't think he's going to get traded anytime soon. If he doesn't get PI'd on that one play, he probably has like 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then people are like, ooh, like they're not training him. I like DK Metcalf a lot. Second and 1. Wilson hands off to Hyde, and Hyde just gets enough for the first down. Big drive. Hardy says, you really got a feel for Falcons fans, though. They beat Chicago by 25 plus next week. They'll beat Chicago by 25 plus next week. I don't think so. I think that will be a close game. 7:45 left in the 4th. Wilson back in shotgun. Play action. Screaming off the edge is Jonathan Jones. Wilson tosses it out of bounds. Is that intentional grounding or was he outside the pocket? I don't know why I don't know why Jones stuttered there. I'm not sure why Jones stopped. Like, was he afraid that Wilson would go by him? Like, watch. He stops here, and then he hesitates. If he just goes, he might actually sack him, but I don't know. What do you guys think there? 2nd and 10. Wilson throws outside. A lot of cushion for DK Metcalf. Gilmore gives him, and that's a first down. I don't know why he gave him that much cushion. You need to stop. Metcalf's good. How bad's Minnesota? They're the worst team in their division. 35-yard line, 34 maybe, of New England is Seattle, 1st and 10. Handoff, and that is to the 30-yard line of New England. That is Chris Carson. So 6:40 left in the game. New England needs to stop them. Patriots defense is tired, says Deshaun. I don't know. I think both defenses are tired. 6 minutes left in the game. And shotgun is Wilson. Fake to Lockett, looking for the flat. There's nothing open. Wilson throws it up, and it's incomplete. Out of bounds. So 3rd and 7. Wilson under a little bit more duress this half. This is a big 3rd and 7. Do the Seahawks, if they get this, they get this. If they don't get this, do they go for it? Or do they kick a long field goal? That's probably the question they're considering right now. Patriots would make a huge play here if they can stop him. The ball's currently at the 31 of New England. It's 3rd and 7. This is a massive play. I think New England needs to be aggressive here. They need to try and make a play because this is their chance. So bunch set for Seattle. All-out blitz. Lockett is open and Lockett converts. Not good enough. That was good by Wilson. That was a good decision. Let's see. Cover 0 blitz. They were going to get there, too. They needed 1/2 a second more. And Jones was just too backed off. It also helps for Wilson to have 2 burners on the outside who just scare you to back off. So 1st and 10. Under center, Wilson. Looks like a handoff. It is. Carson gets to the 18 of New England. 5 minutes left in the 4th. All right. 2nd down. 2nd and 5. 4:45 left. 2 receivers to the left. 2 tight ends to the right. Wilson snaps. Wilson's under pressure. Wilson throws it up. There's an open receiver. And it's caught by Chris Carson for the touchdown. That's not good. $35 or $34 right now. 34-23 Seahawks. Defense couldn't come up with a stop, man. I don't know if it was a wheel route or if nobody covered Carson. I'm gonna check here. Yeah, Phillips got beat. So he tried to chip him, but it didn't work. So Seattle, kick is up and kick is good. So there's 4:32 left. New England has 2 timeouts, but they got to score 2 touchdowns to come back. So that was a huge drive for Seattle. All right, let's see. 34-23. Let's see. If they would have just got the 1, it would have been 34-24. So yeah, it wouldn't have really mattered. I'm just trying to think through my head. Oh yeah, Wilson's definitely the best player right now. There's no question. No matter what you say about his hair, what's wrong with his hair? Daniel says the Patriots lost on their last drive. What happened on the last drive? I don't remember. Is that the one they got? I don't remember. Did they score on their last drive? They get stopped. That interception hurt too. Wilson's just really good. NFC West looks like the toughest division right now. Yep. I don't know if it will be the entire season, but it does look like that right now. AFC North looks pretty good too, and yeah. What else? NFC East is terrible. AFC East is like a 2-team race. AFC South kind of sucks. AFC West kind of sucks. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of like easy. NFC West and maybe the AFC North. That's about it. Herbert looked good today, says Ross. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, it's 35. My bad. Patriots need a lot. They need 2 touchdowns. It's not impossible, but it's very unlikely. They would basically need to score within 2 minutes and then get a stop and then get the ball back and score. Seahawks defense needs to come up here and secure the game. Russell Wilson has 5 touchdowns. Holy smokes. I think the Patriots have ran the ball too much in this game. All right, 1st and 10, 4:32 left in the fourth. Cam Newton has lots of time. He's going to scramble. He gets to the 40-yard line. 1st down. So 4:18, 4:17. Clock is running. You got to get quick here. You got to get quick. So Cam scrambles. Cam picks it up. 1st and 10. Bunch to the right. Motion. Fake. Cam. Looking. Cam throws, and it's incomplete. Dude, Harry, what are you doing? Run. Oh, that looks like Bruce Irvin is hurt. Harry needed to cut that up. He needed to keep running. I think that's what Cam was saying. Would you bench a quarterback who threw 6 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in 6 quarters? Who's that? I don't know about that, Big Avelli. I just think the Seahawks with Russell Wilson is just a problem because you can't scheme for the guy, man. He's just so good at improvising. Like, I think he's even more difficult to scheme for Belichick than Mahomes. Like, I think Wilson has played better than Mahomes versus Belichick. But yeah, Irvin is, I don't want to say the word, but he doesn't look good. That's unfortunate. Guy's been good for a long time. 4 minutes left in the game. Josina Anderson just tweeted, imagine when AB is back from his 8-game suspension watching them cook like this tonight. Does Josina think AB is going to go to Seattle? Second and 10 for Cam. Cam throws over the middle to Edelman. Edelman picks up the 1st down to the 50-yard line. 3:50 left in the game. They need to score quick here. So even if they get 3, it won't matter because they'll still be down 9. And that's the difference between the extra point and no extra point. So they're going to have to score a touchdown. Cam looking to throw. Steps up. Throws to Bird. He gets it to the 33. This is why I don't understand why the Patriots have not thrown all game. Because every time they've dropped back to pass, it's been successful. I mean, outside of the interception and a couple incomplete. I mean, this offensive line has played amazing. Like, unreal. 1st and 10. 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Cam, blitz. Cam steps up. Cam throws to Burkhead. It's incomplete. That was a good play. What the fuck was that? Excuse my language, but that guy just like low hit Burkhead after the play. Like, did you guys see that? Am I the only person that saw that? Look at this. Bro, what the F is that, bro? Are you kidding me? That's like 3 seconds after the ball hit the ground. 2nd and 10. I just hate that. 5 seconds in the play clock. 2nd and 10. Cam Newton. Looking deep. He throws deep. That's Edelman! Touchdown. Oh, they're going to mark it short again, as they always do. Of course. Why do they got to mark it short? Because that would help with the time. Let's see if it was short. They should challenge this if it is worth it. Or I guess it would be challenged regardless. Let's see. Okay, his head was down. His head was down. All right, so first and goal, 2:26 left in the game. Let's go. We got to snap it. Cam runs, and Cam scores. That play is unstoppable. So, the Patriots score. Imagine if they just didn't turn it over one time. But Patriots offense looks good, man. I'm okay. I'm just mad about Burkhead getting hit to the kneecap after the play was over. Like, and Adams got beat by Edelman has like 200 yards. This is a big extra point here by Nick Folk. 2:16 left. Patriots still have 3 timeouts. Nick Folk makes it. So this is still a game. So 35-30. AB, wherever he goes, he's going to be a nice addition. I don't know if the Seahawks even want that headache, but they would be pretty dangerous with him. That's for sure. Because, I mean, David Moore is making ridiculous. New England's played well. I mean, win or lose, man. Win or lose, Patriots, I've been satisfied with how they've played. They've played well. 35-30. Will they attempt an onside here? Will they attempt the Greg the Leg onside kick, guys? Yeah, Bus, that's incorrect. They're competing with a contender right now, stride for stride. I mean, a couple plays here, a couple plays there. They're winning. So, I mean, they're definitely not going 6-10. So the kick is up and it's deep. It is not an onside attempt. And Homer's going to take it. And Homer is going to take it to the 22. So still not the 2-minute warning. There's 2:09. So the Patriots got 4 chances for a clock stoppage here. They really need the stops. They really need stops. They need to get aggressive. They need to go all out for this run game. All out for this run game. 2:09 left in the game. So probably 1 play until the 2-minute warning, but they might take 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. So we'll have to see how Belichick manages this time management here. So 1st and 10, and what will Seattle do? Will Seattle run the ball? Will Seattle pass the ball? It's an interesting question. I think they run the ball the first play and get the clock down for the first time, but we'll see. So motion, handoff. Handoff, Carson gets some good yards, stays in bounds. That's about 6 yards on the carry, and that will take it to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots decided not to take a timeout on this side of the 2-minute warning. I don't think. 2nd and 4 at the 2-minute warning. So I guess that affords them, if Seattle does get a first down, they still have 3 timeouts. Basically, the difference in this game has been that interception by Dunbar and like a couple of those big crazy plays by Seattle. The first one to DK was really nice, like just by both players. But that Moore one was, I'm going to be honest, that was a complete fluke. Like, that was a complete fluke. Wilson's played amazing, though. Both quarterbacks have played very well. 2nd and 4, 35-30 in the 4th quarter. Guys, if you've enjoyed this game, Gronk, spike that like button. We're about to see the last 2 minutes of this Patriot-Seahawks game, and it's lived up to the hype. Second and 4, and the Seahawks are taking a while in the huddle. Ultra says, go Bucks. Cam has been better than good. I think that, but I'll agree Wilson's been great. Or Wilson's been epic. Carson trying to pick the hole. He gets 2 on 2nd down. 3rd-and-1. I wonder, see, this is the thing. If you're New England, should you take the timeout there? I guess they do. So the game basically comes down to this play. Not quite, but basically. So we'll see what happens. 3rd-and-1. Hey, Aaron Rodgers is in the MVP combo too. 3rd-and-1. 1:55 left in the game. Is that Collinsworth's kid, like, first game ever covering? Does anyone know? 1:55, 3rd-and-1. I'm expecting a run from the Seattle Seahawks. They're in shotgun. They're in a spread set. I would still sell out for the run. Seattle's going to call a timeout. Oh, so there was a complication with the Chargers' Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor experienced difficulty breathing and was taken to the locker room for evaluation. He was transported to the hospital. I hope he's okay. I thought they just started Herbert because that's even more impressive that Herbert played that well, considering that he wasn't supposed to play. So, wow. Cam Newton has 39 points in my fantasy league. Damn. All right, 3rd-and-1. In the same formations for both teams. Wilson's going to pass. Wilson's going deep. Incomplete. Wow. You can't call a flag there. They don't. So Patriots said, you've been balling all game, but we trust our secondary. Man-to-man across the board. All-out blitz. And Wilson can't complete it. Bad snap, too. Bad snap. So New England's going to get the ball back. So this is interesting. Can Cam Newton come down with a big play? That's not a flag. So here we go. Does Seattle go for it here on 4th-and-1? All right, so New England's got a chance, guys. Cam Newton's got an opportunity here. At the 20-yard line, Damiere Byrd, or maybe the 19. He fair catches it. 1:42 remaining. 2 timeouts for New England, 2 timeouts for Seattle. The game is 35-30. Cam Newton, 17 game-winning drives in the 4th quarter or overtime. This is going to be interesting. Cam Newton, Sunday Night Football, 2nd game as a Patriot. What was that call? I don't know. I would have ran it. Seattle again with the pass on though for 1 yard. 1 yard, bro. If I would have passed it, I probably would have passed it like earlier in the drive, like 1st down or 2nd down. But yeah, I don't know. 1st-and-10. I guess you trust Russell Wilson there. 1st-and-10. Edelman motions. Cam play action. Nobody open, but Cam looks. Cam completes. That is N'Keal Harry for a 1st down. Cam Newton getting to the line. 1:30 remaining in the 4th. N'Keal Harry with a big catch there. 125, 124 at the 30-yard line. Cam Newton in the shotgun, in the empty set. Cam looking to throw. He checks it down to his tight end, Izzo, who gets out of bounds just for a few yards, 3 or 4. Cam puts his chain back in his place. 2nd down, 1:13 remaining. Pete Carroll is chewing his gum. What's going down here? Bobby Wagner sent on the blitz, but couldn't get there in time. He did force an early throw, though, by Cam. But good recognition by Cam to get rid of the football. This is nerve-wracking. First nerve-wracking moment of the season. 2nd-and-7 at the 35. Cam in the shotgun. Cam. He's got an open receiver. It's caught. And that is N'Keal Harry again to the 48. 1 minute. 105. 104. 103. 102. Patriots still have 2 timeouts. 1 minute. 59. 58. They're going to the line. 55. Cam snaps. Cam has time. Cam looks. Cam throws. It's incomplete. No flags. That was N'Keal Harry on the other end again, but no, it does not happen there. So 49 seconds in the fourth quarter remaining. 35-30. Patriots still have 2 timeouts. Where will they use them, and can they get into touchdown range? Because they need a touchdown here. So let's see how this goes. 49 seconds. Either way, man, I've enjoyed this game. It's been a heck of a game, and Patriots have played well. 2nd and 10. Cam Newton moves up in the pocket. He runs. Cam, first down to the 35. Timeout. 40 seconds. Are you going to call timeout? 39. All right, timeout. Good call. Good job, Cam. Let's go. What do you guys think? Cam's got the game in his hands. Patriots receivers need to make a play, though. Offensive line making plays. Cam making plays running at the 35. So one more timeout for New England. I don't know what this was by Cam. So 1st and 10, 39 seconds remaining. Plenty of time to score a touchdown here, but they do need probably at least one more big passing play. If you're Seattle, I think you gotta send something. You gotta be aggressive. You gotta probably send a blitz or something. So 41 seconds, they fix the clock with the timeout. I think if you're Seattle, you can't keep running you can't keep running 4-man rush. All right. 36-yard line of Seattle is New England. Cam motions Edelman. Blitz by Seattle. I called it. Cam goes up and deep over the head of Edelman. Edelman's calling for a flag, and there is a flag. Is it on the defense? So much money on this game right now. That's so true. The Seahawks are calling for over the head, non-catchable. But if it's holding, it doesn't matter because it's before the pass is released. Let's see what the call is. Pass interference on the defense for automatic first down. Cam Newton coming up big. 36 seconds, 1 timeout. Edelman beats his guy off the line dirty. Not a top 30 receiver according to Nicholas. That's pass interference. He carried him like 10 yards down the field. So, 1st and 10 for New England. That's a savvy veteran move to throw your arms up if you're Edelman. 1st and 10, 36 seconds. 31-yard line. Cam throws. Edelman catches it. And he goes out of bounds, I believe. No, they're going to say it stayed in bounds. Why don't you call a timeout? 20 seconds, 19, 18, 17. Call a timeout. Why didn't they call a timeout? 15, 14. Cam's going to snap it. Throw through the hands of Edelman. So the Patriots still have 1 timeout, but I thought they should have called a timeout on that play. Why didn't they call a timeout? All right. That was a nice try for Edelman. 2nd and 10. 8:26. Seattle is pumped. Seattle's cheering. I don't even know if that's legal, but who cares? At the 13-yard line of Seattle. This is a heck of a game. Seattle calls their 2nd timeout of the half. Houston's terrible. Can we stop that conversation? Like, they suck. This is a good game. This is a very good game. These games are always good, man. Games are always good. This has been a heck of a game, guys. Thank you for joining me. If you're enjoying, do Gronk spike that like button. 9 seconds remaining. Still 1 timeout for New England. So if they do complete it in the field of play, they can call a timeout and they can get one more playoff. So we'll see what they do here. I expect they're going to throw it to the end zone, but we'll see. I'm surprised that Cam didn't call the timeout earlier. That would have saved them about 10 seconds. 2nd and 10. Cam snaps. Cam throws. Complete to the 2-yard line. And they call a timeout with 2 seconds left. Who's that, Nikhil? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. This is wild, man. At the 2-yard line again. How many of these games are going to end at the 2-yard line? Every time it's at the 1 or the 2-yard line. I wouldn't credit N'Keal Harry for a good drive. 3 seconds left. 1 play. Do they just run it with Cam or do they pass? What's the call for McDaniels? I think Seattle's going to call a timeout. Oh my God, I'm shaking. Come on, McDaniels, let's go. Come on, New England. Trust your O-line. Trust your O-line. Look at Pete. Bobby Wagner getting the signals from Pete. Chewing the gum. 35-30. All right, 1st and goal. 3 seconds. All right. At the 1-yard line. Cam Newton in the pistol. He got stopped. Throw the ball. Good game, though. Throw the ball. They knew you're going to run them. It's the 2nd time they've lost to Seattle like that. 69 got blown up. Yeah, it's offensive line. That was a good game. I would have personally, I would have passed it because Cam can still run on a pass play. But Seattle looks like they just won the Super Bowl. Josh McDaniels is talking to Adams. That was a great game. Oh, I hope Cam's okay. Hey, man, these 2 teams are for real, though. That was a great game. I would have passed. That hurts. It would have been nice to have that win, but all right. Let's just get some quick reactions from some guys. Let's get to 200 likes, guys. And I still think they should have called the timeout sooner. I'm sticking with that. What happened? 1-yard line. They tried a Cam run and he got stopped. That's the problem with that play. Because if the offensive line gets blown up, the play is dead. Oh, that was a great game. Patriots played very well. Especially early on in the year with the new quarterback. I mean, they played well. Good game, Seahawks fans. Good game, Seattle. Russell Wilson played great. DK played well. Lockett. Adams played great. I think both these teams are going to be in the playoffs, so that was a good game. And I'm excited about how New England fought back there. Their defense made a couple plays, and Harry made a bunch of big catches. Edelman. Man, that went down to the wire. That was wild. That was wild. Yeah, I don't feel bad because I thought they would lose, but it just hurts to lose like that. I don't think Cam had anywhere to go there, to be honest. Let's check Twitter real quick. All right. Cam had 397 yards. Both quarterbacks played unreal. Both quarterbacks were unreal. Let's see. All right, Yusuf said, yeah, I'm not even upset. For some reason, I'm happy with how we played, even though we lost. Yeah, the defense didn't play great, but I mean, that was kind of expected. It's crazy, too, because Wilson did throw 5 touchdowns, but he only had 288 yards, which seems way less than I actually thought what he had. I thought he had like 350 yards based on like some of the throws. Cam had 394 passing yards. It doesn't even include the rushing yards yet. So he had over 400 yards. But, I mean, for a team to go to Seattle, I know I'm being biased Patriots fan right now, and the Seahawks were the better team tonight. They deserve to win. They are a great team. I think they're an NFC contender. But for the Patriots in their second game with a quarterback who's been there for 2 weeks or like 3 weeks to almost beat the Seahawks on the last play of the game without James White is pretty impressive. I mean, that's pretty good. So I'll take that. I mean, and I didn't love the play call there, but I'm not really going to question it because that play worked all game. So I would have preferred if Cam had a passing play where he had an option to run the ball. But yeah, Seahawks, I think, are up at the top of the ladder for NFC contenders just because Russell Wilson gives you an opportunity to win every game. Like, he just played the best secondary in the league, and he put up 5 touchdowns. Like, that's absurd. And those throws were, like, indefensible. Like, you're not going to stop those. More on the sidelines, like, that was stupid. And then the DK Metcalf was, like, put into a bucket. And then you talk about, and the Lockett throw, like, you put in, the dude said, Pats are still a top 10. Look, support Cam and make him feel welcome. He's your guy. Yeah, Cam's my guy, man. Cam was my guy before he got here. Cam's my guy now. But, like, I feel good about how Cam played. And I think he obviously would want to win the game. But I think if you're the Patriots and you're Patriots fans, you got to be happy with how the offense played today. Especially because that's been the biggest question mark about this team all offseason. People saying that the receivers suck. You know, they can't run the ball. Their offensive line is lousy. Like, everybody's been saying that all offseason, no matter if you're a Patriots fan or if you're a different team. And then Cam goes out there and throws 394 yards. Like, but usually New England's defense plays better than that. The thing is, New England's defense played well. It's just Seattle played better on offense. Like when you make indefensible throws, you just can't defend it. Like, it's just impossible. The way that the NFL rules are today, there was a couple plays where they let them get cheap yardage, like that one touchdown was free, basically. But other than that, I mean, they'll bounce back defensively. I'm not worried about that. They play the Raiders next week. They should win that game. So they should be 2-1. But Seahawks, contender in the NFC, I mean, they look right in line with Green Bay and New Orleans. And, I mean, I still have Tampa in there, but... Oh, yeah, Russell Wilson played with James White. So he's talking about that right now. Prayers out to James White. Wish he could have played tonight, but he had obviously unfortunate circumstances happen to his family. His father passed away, and his mom is in critical condition. Hopefully she's okay. So, good game, though. Good game by the Wisconsin guy. What? What do you mean? Like, this is just complete bullshit, Prince. What are you talking about? What do you mean Cam needs to diversify? This is the bullshit I can't stand. Okay, I'm trying to be nice, Prince, but you just said Cam needs to diversify his skill set. What else does he need to do? He threw for 394 yards and ran for, 2 touchdowns? Like, that's just complete bullshit. Did you even watch the game? Like, that's just offensive. That's stupid. That's like what people say about Josh Allen. Guy needs to diversify his skill set because he ran and passed for all the yards on the team. Like, what are you talking about? Russell Wilson threw for 288 yards. He has Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. Cam Newton has Ryan Izzo. Edelman played fantastic, though. Edelman played great, which he always plays great in a big game, which this was a big game. But, like, seriously, man? Like, what are you talking about? Seriously? That's just... Like, what is that? No, I can't stand that. How are you going to criticize Cam Newton for this? How is it diversify his skill set? The guy's playing like an MVP. He lost this game, but nobody expected him to put up 30-plus points in Seattle and nearly win the game on the 1-yard line. Like, and put up all the yards he put up and all the touchdowns he put up. The NFC is kind of wide open. I think there's like 4 or 5 teams. I think the AFC, I mean, the Chiefs didn't look good today. New England plays them in 2 weeks. That's going to be a good game. Guys, don't underestimate that. Because Kansas City, their defense is not good. And I think New England could have more success running the ball versus them than they did versus Seattle tonight. Their pass rush might give them New England more issues in that regard. But, I mean, like... If New England could put up 30 points on Kansas City, they could beat Kansas City, to be honest with you. Baltimore is going to be tough. Baltimore is really good, but, I mean, I think New England's going to be in the mix. I think they're going to be there. I think Buffalo in the AFC East, and New England and Buffalo are very similar teams, so we'll have to just see when they play. And then you look on the NFC, and I think it's Seattle, New Orleans, Tampa, and Green Bay maybe, but I'm not quite sold on Green Bay yet because they've played some high school defenses thus far. If New England were to get a receiver, I mean, that would definitely change things. If they were able to get like Robinson or something like that. But I don't think they're going to trade Robinson because, I mean, if they got OBJ, that would be crazy. But Robinson, yeah, he's probably going to stay because Chicago's 2-0. So I don't expect him to be traded. Scott said, I think Cam is a throwing quarterback with a great ability to run if needed, not running first. Thank you, Scott. If you watch the game, I think he threw the ball over 40 times. I don't know exactly, but I think he did. I mean, that's the thing with Cam. Like, he's not just looking to run. He passes when he's passing, and he runs when he's running. He threw the ball 44 times. He had 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Yeah, he made a bad throw on the interception, but... that happens. So, Durcan said Buffalo has better receivers than New England. New England has a much better offensive line. Yeah, but I think Cam's better than Allen, even though Allen's playing great too. I guess they're kind of similar. I think the defenses are very close as well. So, I mean, that would be a great game. I think that's going to be... Both those games are going to be, I think, within a touchdown. I want to see Buffalo play a team like Seattle before I kind of like... say they're legit. Like, I know they're legit, but, like, how legit are they? I know they're a playoff team, but are they a contender? Like, that's kind of the question. And then we know Kansas City will be there, but I just don't know about their defense. And the Ravens are there already. I mean, they're loaded. And they destroyed Houston today, but Houston's terrible. I don't think people realize that. They suck. Who else is in the AFC, really? I mean, the Steelers, I guess. The Steelers, but the Steelers kind of look rough today. Yeah, Durcan. I think Cam's looked more accurate this season, but I think Allen is probably better physically at this point because Cam's a little bit older, but Cam can still get it done as we've seen. But I think, yeah, I guess it comes down to scheme and matchups, and that's really what it's going to be. I mean, it's going to be a close game. So Dallas won today too. That was crazy. The NFC East is a complete joke. I think Dallas is going to make the playoffs at like 8-8. The Eagles look terrible, but who knows? The Eagles always make the playoffs at 9-7. Steelers looked a little like they won, but they looked kind of rough. I think they'll lose to like the Chiefs or something. They might get to the divisional round, but I don't know. I don't really believe in Cleveland much. Who else is there? Cincinnati, no. Miami, no. Miami's like a team that will give every team a good game, but they're never going to like win a lot of games. The Raiders, I guess we'll see how the Raiders look this week versus the Saints. Maybe they're a playoff team. Chargers with Herbert could be a playoff team if they play every team like they play the Chiefs. I guess I'm going to talk a little bit about that because we're through 2 weeks now. So like who looks like the teams that could be, legit on both sides. I think that's a good conversation to have, but that kind of like this game kind of sparked that conversation for me because I think these two teams really show that they're legit. Win or loss. Like I would be saying the same thing about Seattle if they lost. Like I think if Seattle lost, like there would be nobody less deserving of a loss than Russell Wilson. Joseph says that this proves the point that Patriots are still dominant. Connor says Chargers, ? Yeah, I mean, if the Chargers defense can continue to play as good as they did, then yeah. I think the Patriots coach just said Pats need a touchdown in the red zone. I think they failed on 2 of them. Maybe just 1. 2 of them, I think. I think the Adams tackle, the shoestring tackle. Jamal Adams basically made like 1 or 2 plays that won the Seahawks the game on defense. The 2-point conversion, the stop on the scramble, and then the end of the game. He's a great player. New Orleans, I think New Orleans and Seattle, because you never know with Seattle, like, sure they almost lost this game, but like, there's such a weird matchup for everyone because they're so explosive. And I almost feel like Seattle would kind of match up not that bad versus their offense because Drew Brees, like everything's short. So I think that would be like a 1-possession game either way. But on paper, I think New Orleans is the best NFC team. I just don't know in the playoffs if you had to pick between Wilson and at this point Drew Brees. Like I think I would go with Wilson, just the way he's playing right now. So I don't know. And if they get AB, I mean, that's going to be tough. Emmanuel says Chiefs are the best. They didn't look the best tonight or today. They should have lost probably today. I understand they kind of play the Chargers play them tight, but they do have concerns. I mean, their offensive line is not great. Their defense is not great. They got lit up by a rookie. Like, they do have concerns. Of course, they have Mahomes, Andy Reid, and their offense, but they're definitely flawed. Yusef says he takes Seattle in the NFC. The dude says Pats 35-33. I think the Pats defense will rebound next week. I think they'll win like 30 to like 20, something like that. 30-17. I think New England will clamp down on the Raiders' passing attack. They don't have Wilson. They don't have Lockett. They don't have Metcalf. Like, that's going to be the overreaction point is I think people are going to be underestimating the Patriots' defense moving forward just because, like, the guy is stupid. Like, he's the MVP of the NFL. He's going to make these stupid, like Belichick said numerous times before the game and after and during halftime. He's like, Wilson's going to make plays. That's just as simple as that. So I think next week New England's going to win by like double digits, probably like 10 points. I'm not underestimating the Raiders, but I just don't like their defense. I think their defense sucks. They play tomorrow, so we'll check them out. Broncos are too injured. Like, I don't know. There's not a lot of relevant AFC teams. I guess the Titans, too, you got to include them because somebody out of the AFC South is going to make it. And the Colts look like a wild card team, so I think Colts will make it. But I still think the Colts will make it. It depends on Rivers, though. He could easily lose them a lot of games. Yeah, that's what I think, Keto. I think the Raiders are just average at best. I think they'll go like 7-9, 8-8. I think that'd be a good season for them. Rob says, also 7 teams in each conference make the playoffs. We could see more trades. Yeah, that's true. We could see more trades, especially given the weird salary cap situation going into this offseason. I really hope New England just re-signs Cam right now. Like, just re-sign him right now. Because I don't want to have to go through the process of losing the guy in free agency and then trying to find a guy through the draft. Like, okay, draft a guy in the like 3rd round or 2nd round as a backup. Or maybe you like Stidham enough as a backup, like continue to develop him just because Cam is injury prone in the past. But I just keep Cam. Like, the guy through 2 games has proved, and you could probably get him cheap. You could probably get him for like 20 million, like 25 million right now. So if you can get him for like what Brady's being paid in Tampa, I would probably do that. Scropo says, I'm a Tampa Bay fan. What's going on? Ultra has the Saints, Bucks, Hawks, Ravens, Chiefs, and Bills as Super Bowl contenders. What else? Minshew looks good, man. I got to give him credit. Do you know that the loss was expected? What are you talking about, the Jaguars loss? I don't know. I want to see the Bucks continue to develop their offensive chemistry, and then once I see that, like, I'm not going to judge the Bucks until about week 9-ish. Week 8, week 9, because I know their defense is good through 2 games. Like, I've already seen it. I just want to see how good this offense can be. If this offense can be top 10 even, which I think it can be, then they'll be in there. They'll be in the mix. Josh Allen made some throws today, though. Diggs has helped a lot. I want to see what PFF says about Josh Allen and Cam Newton this week. Patriots are missing Dante Hightower or Patrick Chung to opt-outs. They're also missing Josh Uche, who's their 2nd-round rookie linebacker. Those are the defensive guys they're missing. I want to see Kyle Duggar continue to get snaps, though. He's just too athletic to not play him. And I think that's the one weakness you see with New England's defense is probably their speed in the second level. Like, I think Jawan Bentley played kind of a bad game today. He played really well in the first week, but there's certain matchups that he's just too slow. Like, he's just too slow. It's kind of like Hightower when they used to make him like be like a pure middle linebacker, and he was just too slow. So I think, you know, once they get Uche in there, who's a lot more athletic, and they can play Duggar in there, I think it's going to be better for them. But we'll see, man. Maybe they make a trade too. I think both these teams probably make another trade at like the deadline or something. You're crying. Why are you crying? Crying because you won or crying because you lost? Yeah, Bentley looked a little exposed out there. He's just too slow. You talking about Hunter Renfrow? I didn't see a lot of Jawan Williams today. That was interesting. It's more so the chemistry, Ultra. And I don't know. I didn't watch the entire Panthers game, so I can't tell you. But they also didn't have Chris Godwin, who's like the 12th best receiver in the NFL. So I don't know. We'll see. I have to watch that game. Apparently, Brady played pretty well. At least Arians said that, and a couple other people said that. But again, he made his mistakes, and like, I think they just need to iron some stuff out in terms of play calling and in terms of continuity there. But that's why I'm so impressed with like how Cam has played, because Cam's in the same situation, and he's played way better than Brady. So, dude said, yeah, that guy is quick and sure-handed. Yeah, Renfro's all right. Keto says the dude Jacobs is good. Jacobs is very good. That will be the big thing for New England, stopping Jacobs next week. New England needs a D tackle? I don't think so. I mean, could they use one? Yeah, I guess. But it's not like they were really game planning to stop the run today. I think that was kind of part of their game plan. They just got Chris Carson's good. Could they probably trade for like a lower end guy? Then yeah, maybe. But I don't think they're gonna go out there and like sign a big time dude. I'd rather get like a linebacker or like an edge player. Like if they could find like another Kyle Van Noy type guy off somebody who could play kind of both positions, then that would be nice. Need a new yeah, he missed a field goal. That would have helped. Miss a field goal from 50. I hate that. Just don't even kick from 50 plus. If you have a bad kicker, just stop kicking from 50 plus. Just stop. Don't do it. We don't need it. Just go for it. Like, I don't care if it's 4th and 8, 4th and 10, 4th and 2. Go for it. Folk's not bad. Like I said, he's pretty much money like 45 and in, which is most kickers in the NFL. But past like 45, he's questionable. Cameron said, I think Newton paid Olsen to drop the first pass for a pick 6. Patriots should get Aaron Donald. Yeah. Hot Take said, why is Folk even still around? They drafted a guy and he didn't look too good, so I guess that's why. They just brought him back. Yeah, trade for Julio. I'd enjoy that. Imagine Cam to Julio, Atlanta, Carolina. New England isn't slow in the secondary. That's a completely bad assumption. That's not true. I will say, though, Seattle, like DK and Tyler are like the two they're like the fastest combination in the NFL. Like, because Hardman doesn't really play for the Chiefs, so. Am I concerned with Detroit? Yes. I'm concerned because I think now that they've lost their 2 first games, I think a lot of it has been coaching and injuries. But because they've lost their 2 first games, they're likely to go 0-4 now because they play the Saints and they play somebody else. Not that those games are unwinnable, but they're definitely hard. But after the bye is where they could kind of get back in it. If they could win, stretch some games together versus some pretty bad opponents and they get healthy at the right time, I think they could push for a playoff spot, but I don't know if they're quite going to be able to do that. How far do I think the Patriots are going? I think right now I got them divisional round, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to say divisional round right now. I want to see more. I've only seen 2 weeks of this team, so we'll see. I don't know, John. I don't know. I talked to Chris about the Lions before the game. They're just very hurt. They're very hurt. Their defense looked like trash today. Their whole secondary is hurt. But the Packers are good. The Bears have played the two trash teams. They shouldn't have won the first game. The dude says Pat's 10-6, 11-5. How do I feel about the last play call? I explained that when it happened. I would have liked them to pass it, just because I think if the pass concept isn't there, Cam can just run on his own and scramble. But I get it. I mean, that play was working for them basically all game. So, like, I understand why they called it, but it was very predictable. Like, Seattle knew it was coming. So, in that regard, not ideal. I would have liked to pass because you could still run off of it. That's my theory, but yeah. Or maybe something that no team's seen before. Maybe like a different QB blast concept or like a jet sweep or like something interesting that that you haven't shown anyone yet. You could have ran one of those plays, but which start is more embarrassing? I would say the Eagles. Because the Eagles, I think I thought they would be better than the Vikings this year, and they blew a 17-point lead to the football team who got blown out today by the Cardinals. So I think that's more embarrassing. Vikings at least played two teams that I think will like be in the playoff race. So how bad is Minnesota? I've said this multiple times. They suck. Cameron says, yeah, they should have done that fake pass run again. It would have been wide open. I don't know if it would have been wide open because they already did it. But yeah, imagine if they didn't call it the first time and they called it the second time and they won the game off that play. That would have been insane. Maybe they should have kept that in the back pocket. Yeah, there's no question, Brian, that the Patriots look better than the Bears. The Patriots lost to the Seattle Seahawks on the last play of the game. They didn't lose to like the football team. By the way, what type of nickname is the football team? Have I seen any of the Army games? They won by 37, passed the ball twice. No, I haven't. I don't know if that's entertaining or I don't know. Is there any hope in Atlanta or do they suck? I think if they would have won today, I would have been hopeful, but because they blew the lead, I think that's the sign of bad things to come. Just because I think that probably means that they're going to fire their coach sometime soon, and then whenever that happens. I just think when you lose one of those games, it just completely hurts the psyche, the morale of your team. Like, it's in the back of your head for the entire season, and it's going to be hard to get over a game like that. So I don't know who they play. Maybe they beat the Bears. Maybe they don't, but Connor thinks that Army is fun to watch. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream there. I hope you enjoyed the game tonight. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, Gronk spike the like button and subscribe to the Bottom Line View for more NFL. It's Mitch. Peace.